extra thick toilet paper.
Ooh, extra thick.
It's like it's like I don't know, it's either 2 or 3 ply, but it's like it's some good
Wow.
shit. My butt cries with happiness whenever I use the wiping. But hey, did you know that you can get like pads there for like I don't know, $15 or something, and it's 120 in each pack, maybe more. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing?
Totally.
I'm glad that you know this, Jesse.
Yeah, because my roommate is a woman.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
and
I was concerned. I forgot Loretta lived there.
And
I'm
I
like,
have
why are
to-
you looking at pads?
Because I want to become the pad guardian. You know
Makes
that
sense.
ad where he just puts all the pads on himself like armor?
Yes.
I would totally do that too.
I mean, you can at those low prices.
I'll do it next
you
time.
can make a full fucking armor set for 15.
Oh, wasn't there a fucking convention today, like Anime Con or some shit?
Yeah, fucking Mad Fest or some shit.
I could have done that and then just gone in like, I am the pad man. I am Paddington Bear.
He is.
I'm calling the police.
And this is his wife, Padme.
Easy now. You're still just a Padawan.
Oh.
Dude, I'm serious about this cruise. This shit's fucking dirt cheap.
Yeah, like you should if you think you can do it. But if you're gonna get the virus, like do it anyway. Then when you come back, they'll be like, no, man, quarantine. You stay in your house for a while, and you'll be like, yeah.
No, quarantine. You don't get off the boat.
You know when you punch the kid in your class just so you get suspended, so you have time off, so you have a free holiday in school? That's exactly what this is.
Wait.
Did no one else do that?
Yeah, totally.
No.
Like holy fuck.
I just threw my desk across the fucking room.
Jesus Christ.
Look, some of us are a
Listen,
little more fucked up than the
That teacher
others.
was
okay,
a
dude?
fucking asshole, and they deserved it. So.
Motherfucker, stop falling over. You're a piece of shit.
Dude, I loved science class because at one stage they're like, you are going to dissect this sheep heart. And I was like, cool. So I cut the sheep heart open and went, okay, I'm a little bored now. So I threw it at the teacher.
I've never been concerned about your attention span, fam.
So, last time on Lostrana.
Ironstride throws a heart at Virik. Virik suspends Ironstride and he shuts down.
No, you rip his heart out and cram it down his throat.
That's...
Put it back, you know?
Oh. Yeah, my medical diagnostics say that's a pretty accurate reason. Yeah. Continue, Josh.
Sorry, Josh.
So, last time on Lostrana. After finally reaching everything to the pinnacle after being married, the meeting of the champion and the armies in Tidalin, finally getting everything in full working order, Valis's wife and child being safe and figuring everything out, everyone decided to send a message to Virik and have him meet here in town. After meeting with Virik in town and having a brief discussion on the matter of receiving the keys that he needs to the kingdom that he wishes to destroy, obviously upon the request of being given either the arm or iron stride and being told no, he decided to draw his weapon and take matters into his hands, seeing how no one wished to, well, accept his request for a peaceful resolution. It's true.
We did.
So. He summoned bitches. Just naked genie women everywhere.
Oh, I see the town's been elongated.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't zoom out yet.
Yeah. So,
Ah.
upon drawing his
Oh, wow.
legendary weapon,
Of course, he's got a
I
legendary.
like the sound of that.
you finally start to
I
see
mean,
the
so do you.
culmination of the years start to form and solidify into many a number. You can actually see that the clouds themselves come rolling in, almost as if the omen had just begun to take place in this very center of town. See the entire army that he has brought with him coalesce into one place. And to much surprise, as well as what seems to be...
Holy shit! Sorry.
Aside from the building tornadoes that you see in the sky above, one man in particular who doesn't seem to be just purely made of air himself. He's a man with blue skin, definitely not of Aragonasi, but which seems to have swirling air beneath his feet, and occasionally his feet shimmer as if they were made from air themselves. As he looks down on the group from the rooftops, poised with his massive scimitar ready, you could see Varric raising up his rapier one last time. I request the arm of one of the keys.
Wait, one of the keys.
It basically means that he wants Adel Ironstride or Ironstride's mom.
Oh, the arm. Well, cool.
You know, maybe we should just give him an arm. Just maybe.
Well, this is all within our heads, Luigi.
I mean, literally, I have essentially connected us all with telepathy.
Nice. Yeah, I say we play nice and give him the arm.
Holy shit, that's so many air elements doing out.
Yeah,
Is that a fucking Jin just sitting in the corner like, yo, what's up?
Yes.
That ain't the corner, son. Zoom out.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, that is a lot of big boys.
Sorry, we can take solace in knowing that Valis' temple is probably ruined. And he just
won't
removed
be.
it.
It won't be as long as we don't fight anyone.
Yeah. By the way,
there are
the
still
boys.
people in this fucking town. Sorry.
Kind of look at Father. What's he? You got any particular look on his face? Like,
Well, especially with the mass quantity of air elementals that just showed up, especially the very spicy-looking boys surrounding Varric, he's looking pretty petrified at this moment. Not on the aspect of, oh, you're going to die. It's on the aspect of, oh shit, we're actually still in the town. And these are the boys that are surrounding Varric.
Ooh!
Checking my bag. Let's see, what do we got?
Can I very slowly walk around to the back?
I mean, if we really don't want to do this here, we can always teleport somewhere else.
He has the town at his mercy if you want.
We can't leave these people.
We're brain connected, right?
Mhm.
Tell him we'll give him the, and then we'll fight him somewhere else.
I mean, I'm not letting him into the Coral Palace, so we're gonna have to meet him somewhere else to give him the arm.
Can
I
always.
think he would accept it.
Well, no one said we actually had to give him the arm either. We can just lead him away from town and say we're going to give it to him.
At least got a few hundred soldiers at
Somewhere more advantageous for us.
Somewhere I can prep an army to help.
Now, might I ask, Varric, why would you settle for an arm without one of the keys?
I'm a creative man. I'm not one about to break an old friend's family apart. So long as I have the means, I might find another answer. Though clearly, at least without the main pieces to the body, I can't finish my part.
Well, I guess you have your arm then. I mean, this is a lot more people than I'm comfortable fighting in the middle of a town.
smart for your age. Well, where shall I collect it from?
Let me mentally think. Are there any islands near here, Josh?
You would know that. Well, Masiba's Isle is not far from here.
Oh,
Let's take the fight to Masiba. Fuck it. Drop a boat on Virex.
Poor
That'll
man.
back.
You know what, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
Quick question.
Yeah.
My house, I said by a river or a lake. Is it by a river or a lake?
Right by a river.
Okay. How big's the river?
Not huge. This island is not that massive. It's decent, but not, like, something to gloat about.
I'm just thinking, like, big enough to submerge the arm? Question mark.
Not at all.
All right. So more of a stream,
It's a crick.
or that.
The arm is also as big as the fucking Elbreth.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It'd be like trying to hide a
Okay,
galleon
so-
in a river.
So, because I assume he's going to want something land-worthy to wheel it into, and I don't really want to fight in the middle of the town that I kind of like.
yeah.
Or, you know, I don't really want him here any longer. This was only because he might actually know where this was. So, any islands other than Masiba's Island near here?
There are a few, but they're not populated, thankfully.
I don't want them to be populated. So I guess I will point out towards one of the islands that I know the location of that's not here. And there's an island over there. We will have the arm moved over to there.
Very well. If you don't come with the arm, my friend will handle the situation here in town. And you just see the Jinn on the rooftop nod.
How are you going to move the arm?
He has giants, Brad.
He just kind of looks at you cheeky like, I won't be the one moving it.
That's worth a try.
Goes and puts his rapier away and goes to start walking off with his personal guard. Before you finally start to see him full on vanish.
Ah, bastard. Only thing I can't sense. Stupid pockets of air.
Sorry.
You can actually see that the clouds now finally part and show sunshine again.
Well, that was terrifying.
Oh, probably cloud giants in those clouds, probably, right?
Possibly.
You actually hear Erebus call out from behind you. Boreas. That wasn't cloud giants.
What?
Wait, Boreas was up there?
Yes, he was.
Oh, come on.
Wait. The act.
Oh, good.
Which one's Boreas again?
Air god.
The air
The
primordial.
wind primordial,
Oh,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Basically,
Alright.
Leviathan in the air.
What?
Yeah, but stronger.
What?
Much stronger.
Seems we've gathered 3 of the lords here already.
You should be careful.
Yeah.
The last time that they all got together, the elemental planes broke.
Wait. 3?
Oh, did we not tell you Betalus is the lord of fire?
Yeah.
No, that
Of
makes
course he is.
sense.
Of course. See.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
should-
tell them? Yeah, sorry.
I just assumed he was a really old dragon.
He's exceedingly powerful. You know how gods gain their power from their followers?
Well, theoretically, I am 4 years old. Continue.
Cool. Yeah. Betelgeuse consumes his followers and keeps that power.
Looks
It sounds like that. Sounds like that goes against the previous statement. They gain power from their followers.
But he keeps it. Don't know how he works, but that's super fun.
Why doesn't every god eat their followers? It sounds like a surefire plan.
Because some are more
Yeah, I'm not
merciful.
gonna- What he said.
I guess, yeah. I mean, Leviathan seems pretty alright, honestly. As far as a primordial that I randomly forged a bond with by accidentally saving him.
Okay. Are we actually bringing the arm to this island?
Let's go back to the ship, and then we'll discuss the logistics of it. Come on.
Okay.
Poor Alice.
Mainly because I don't know if any of them are right next to us, and I can't sense that.
If you're already the queen, can you just tell Leviathan to lift that thing all the time?
Not all the time.
Can he do
I can
it
do it
this
now.
time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, everybody below deck. We need to have a meeting. Where I can sense everybody.
No.
The air, it disrupts here. No.
Okay. Alright, so. Ideally, we don't want to give him the arm. However, they are probably going to murder everybody in Nutchester if we don't.
Yes, that is a bit of a problem.
We cannot afford to have casualties like that.
I was gonna retire here too.
Even if we were going to do something like ambush Varric at the meeting point, if he's leaving Boreas behind,
Well, assuming he does leave Boreas behind, that still leaves the town potentially massacred by that weird dude in the turban.
Yeah, what's
Or
who's that?
us relegated to a life of living underwater because, I mean, we'd be pissing off the air elemental primordial. Which doesn't really seem too good for business either. I don't think we can kill Leviathan or that giant air bubble.
Wait, why would we be killing Leviathan?
It's just a point that we can't kill any of the primals, probably. We've seen how strong Leviathan is, and that air bubble's probably as strong as him.
I'd say he'd be stronger. Leviathan is not as strong. He does not have anywhere near as many followers, I'd assume.
Leviathan lost his domain for a time.
Also not fighting in the water? We're going to do this on an island.
Well, the island was specifically to get him away from us for that moment, so we could discuss this. Assuming what he said was true and he wasn't purposely letting slip the tongue to give us false confidence, he doesn't have all the parts. So that means that regardless of anything, he can't finish it now. But we are giving him a vital piece that is needed for the operation. Of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, assuming the legs are separate parts, we can assume he has at least 2. Or more.
That would be the least, I would assume.
Well, I think that at this point the best course of action would be
would be
Well,
to
let's
cut
hear
out.
what the rest of you think.
You cut out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the best course of action would be. What do the rest of you think?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
The best course of action is to ask everyone else what the best course of action is. I like it.
I mean, I can't come up with all the ideas all the time. I am 4 years old.
You seem to use that as an excuse a lot.
Yeah, I know, because I think it's funny.
Despite this, we did make you captain.
Well,
My
regardless,
eyes have fixed themselves. The ship is no longer blurry.
good job, Brad. I'm glad you started wearing those glasses.
Ah, this is much better.
Can make you contacts if you prefer.
What the fuck is that?
Anyways, we're going to be stuck giving him the arm. Regardless. Now, Adel, I'm going to ask you something very specific, and in case we're being watched, I want you to answer it very non-specific. Okay?
You know I can still just do the telepathy thing, right?
That sounds like a lot of work. Anyways, what are the chances that he could replicate your ability to turn back on the giant world-ending machine with you three?
Well, without going into details of either finding someone as old or maybe another Warforged that was capable of giving orders.
So, it's just That's it? I thought it was like you three were specifically designated to turn it on.
We're one of the few survivors of the war.
Oh, shit.
He may not have full permission, but he can at least try and find access to who can.
I guess he probably also have to convince them to do it.
That seems pretty likely.
Were a lot of the older Warforged still paired with their control rods?
Well, there's a fair portion of them that weren't destroyed, but usually the control rods were kept close by, just in an emergency.
Well, then we can't depend upon the contingency that they have to use one of you three, because there's every chance in the world they could find somebody else. I mean, he didn't even really give us an option of joining him. He gave us an option of letting his plan go forward. It's more like we step out of the way and let him commit mass genocide. But, I mean, I don't really see the point in his genocide, though, Bayless.
He's already set up every other city on this goddamn fucking plane to hate the Giants. It's not like we can convince them to stop anyway. A lot of people are gonna die. If Vera kills them, a lot less people are gonna die.
Alright, Millerin, can you do the telepathy thing? How many people can you put together?
I don't know. It's Mariu that is doing the telepathy thing.
Oh yeah, forgot about it. How's he doing?
I can put all of you together.
Alright, please do.
Sorted.
She do so. Feels a little bit weird at first.
This thing on?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I'm going to propose probably the worst idea I've had yet. Even worse than me trying to recruit raw elementals to help us. Like Miski said, in that alternate planar dimension where none of us are actually talking out loud because it's not something you should say out loud when we're potentially being spied upon. I think we should honestly pretend we're on Byrric's side.
See,
Hello.
while it
Sorry.
sounds like a good idea, I don't think all of us can pull off that kind of act.
That is very true. I'm not an amazing liar.
I too am not good at lying. I am far too direct.
I am also quite the terrible liar.
Radomir, why are you fantasizing my race with tits? Why does it look like me?
Haha, you see it!
Is this what you think about?
No, this is what you think about.
Brad, my race does not have breasts.
But what if they did?
I'd be worried. I do admit they do look good for counterbalancing. Anyways. For symmetricality's sake, we will continue.
Yes.
We can't lie our way into his crew, sure.
He surely doesn't trust me.
Yeah, I know. He probably wouldn't want to trust you, considering, you apparently blew up his ship.
The man knows how to hold a grudge. He's held a grudge against a race for 600 plus years.
Okay,
He's not good
probably
people.
was a stupid plan to even think of uniting all of us to work with him. Because he would never believe that for a second after we emphatically denied his offer.
Mm-hmm.
Virax just like outside the window, like his hands around his eyes looking in. I wish that was me right now talking to them.
He like tries to read your mind and all he can see is a bird with tits.
Oh, no.
He's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are they doing?
Why is Bradimir only thinking about Tilrath with tits?
They're only standing there, staring at each other.
Menacingly.
It's
Well,
great because he only knows 3 of us. Oh, 5.
I'm going to be honest. Our plan to talk with Virac backfired rather immensely, so we probably had a pretty good... actually, to be fair, he probably was following us from the start. He had all those invisible... They probably knew where we were.
Mm-hmm.
It was only really... Yeah, actually, he arrived in under an hour. He was clearly close by. Regardless, we're going to be stuck giving him the arm unless we want to kill everybody in the town, because he'll probably do that.
Be the town a target.
I mean, I'm surprised he knows that we care, but regardless...
He's very intelligent. Especially to keep something like that hidden.
So, moving forward, do we want to stop his plan? That's the first part I want to ask everybody.
Well, of course.
Because, I mean, in the end, his plan is one of 3 outcomes that's probably going to happen with the Giants eventually.
Why would we not want to stop mass genocide of any kind?
If we don't stop his plan, Aman's children are gonna come back.
A
And
war with the
then- Start war with every other person that Virac has already taunted. And millions more people will die.
A war with
So
the
what
Giants
is-
is going to be inevitable.
It's either a war now and only the Giants die, or a war later and a lot more people die.
There's not a third option where we beat Virik and convince the giants not to do that?
And then we go to every single town in the world and convince them not to fight back.
Misky, sorry I interrupted you. Please continue.
No, no, you're fine. I spaced out thinking about things that we've faced on the way.
I don't like his plan, and I think it's stupid. But his plan is one of the two logical outcomes of us trying to cut out the threat of the giants. Because it's either we theoretically kill Amon himself, or we destroy the throne. Ideally, we do both.
Does seem like a lot of work.
I still do not wish to commit genocide, or allow such thing to happen. If I am to commit genocide much like the giants did, then I will be no better than them.
Damn.
Okay, well, then I have a last option. We could simply cut into his plan in the middle, because I think part of his plan is salvageable.
How so?
If we prevent him from finishing the machine, and we get in there and we just remove the throne, the threat of the giants is permanently neutralized.
So, what if Eric's not the only threat?
How so?
Well, trying to remember, I didn't have my notes. Sorry, half in, half out of character. When I kinda blew that guy's throat out, did we know that they were working for Virik?
Rewind, which guy's throat did you blow out?
The guy who made my axe. Or
The
became my
the
axe.
Titan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Varric said he literally saw that happen.
But seeing it happen doesn't mean he made it happen.
Well,
Yes,
Well, I
we
mean,
might
in
not
the-
have to kill giants, but the
We're
Titans
gonna have
is
to kill Titans.
a different matter.
okay.
I don't know if they're a
backpedal.
different matter.
Out of character, the Titans are just like Amon's really favorite children, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are beyond storm giants. They're greater.
Figured.
So either if those Titans were working without Virik, they were doing the same thing. They were trying to hoard pieces of the machine to prevent it from being completed.
Because they would be old enough to know what that thing does.
Well, the machine's going to have to be completed one way or another so that they can force open the gate to get to the throne. Oh, I just had a better right. Is it possible for us to sabotage one of the parts so that it could somehow disassemble the machine once it's, activated or something?
We could misfeed the magical runes, so it has a, arcane misfire.
Because my idea is, what if we make the machine decouple at a critical point once the gate is forced open? You'd have to take control of the situation to put it back together. It's a risky plan, sure.
How long would it take to do, and would it be noticeable?
Probably wouldn't.
No?
Probably wouldn't
Oh.
take. Probably wouldn't take that long, but maybe half a day at most.
Do we have that much time, though? Virik is
Maybe it was-
already waiting.
I mean, we could just say that we were waiting for a mate to pick up the arm.
Had problems lifting.
Me and my simulacrums can help with the work. That should speed it up some.
That would be fantastic. It should definitely shorten
Plus,
up.
if it's any help, I do still have a small amount of this self-regenerating metal remaining.
So, to be clear on my plan, some kind of like keyboard or activation switch forces the machine to decouple itself once they force open the gate.
But that would be even more dangerous since it's its main weapon arm. It would be defenseless effectively, other than the shield.
Yeah, it could still crush us, but I mean, it's far better than giving him a fully complete version. I think it's probably our best bet, honestly. We step in the middle of the plan, we stop the genocide, and we neutralize the giants permanently.
Yes. You would try and destroy the throne outright, or even, like you said, Steel has planned for banishing it.
What would happen if you were to subjugate his throne?
Subjugated.
To take control?
I would be afraid and curious if a smaller creature could handle such immensity, if it is supposed to be Amon's blessing.
Well,
But it could potentially be used for a peaceful outcome.
If the
well,
ordning is correct, maybe.
we should try to do our best to research on that, but we should for now set up this plan, because if we can actually get this working.
Absolutely. To the Coral Kingdom! Yeah.
Well, Niski, can you also ask a preliminary favor of Leviathan, just in case he's watching the water for our activity?
Depends. Any favor I ask, I need to repay before I can ask another.
Okay, well, I was gonna just ask if you could just swim around the palace a little bit to make it look like it's getting ready to move the arm.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Alright, everybody clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Here goes a
Let's
better
get to
idea
it.
than destroying a town.
Or waging war against the air god.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Holy shit.
I mean, we're in the literal perfect position for this plan too, because we do have the most important part other than the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Its ability to kill things.
Alrighty. So, heading back to the Coral Palace. Plans setting in motion now. You can see that there's a great amount of tension going on between the crew, and not each other being at each other's throats, but those who are more self-aware are just very, very nervous about the prospect of everything that they've witnessed, heard before having to go a little bit silent for the telepathic talk.
We just all like stared intensely at each other, like cocked our heads.
But there is a great deal of tension. Once you do arrive back at the Coral Palace, obviously. Miski would be able to ask that favor. Leviathan would not ask for boon back, before that, just so he could be able to keep not only you, but also the palace safe by hiding. It looks like he's gathering his strength to be able to move the arm.
Okay. Awesome. What a fucking champ.
Well, he could sense that Boreas was nearby, and things are very intense. As clearly,
Yeah.
he could tell that Boreas is nearby, but also a third lord is nearby.
Well, you know, Brad, you can talk to him for me because you can lie and I can't.
I suppose. Sure. Okay.
Alright, so is Bradamir going to talk to Baelis? Or is he going to talk?
No. I meant mostly when we go back to Vioric, just in case he asks any follow-up questions, like why did the arm take so long?
Alrighty.
Alright.
So, real quick, Millirin, go ahead and give me that big fat Arcana at advantage.
Sweet.
Is this for
Arcana.
the
Yeah.
rune sabotage
Advantage.
things?
Yee.
Mm-hmm.
I will inspire her.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Inspire.
Inspire.
Oh, God.
Come to think of it, what's your inspiration dice?
It's max. It's a D12.
It's a D12 now? Oh, mine still says D10.
I love that she whispered it.
Yeah, I don't know why that was still set to GM.
What'd you roll?
Oh, I panicked. I'm like, shit, is my 20 fucking up?
Hang on.
So,
Let me re-roll. Okay. So, 30...
30.
35.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
in exponential and amazing speed of reworking the magic runes and being able to set it to a trigger word, which will be what?
Oh. Jenga.
Jenga it is.
I love that.
Perfect.
Just like it's a battle, we just all yell, Jenga!
And all the pieces came falling. Oh, God. So,
Oh, it's perfect. Sorry.
obviously that is set forth. Everything is full and ready. I'm gonna use one of these old site maps that I have not used yet, because why not?
Hey, guys, are we expecting to fight Eric at all, or we're just handing this off?
We're just handing it to him.
And then are we following him? What are we doing after that?
What is our next step after this?
After this, we're researching the Ordning. I use what Ironstride said is a good point.
Alright. Do you want me to bring backup, just in case?
Well, he's going to be bringing his own backup, so I don't see why you shouldn't bring yours.
Awesome.
Do you mean like Coral Guards, or are we bringing like Patriot and some of the Warforged?
I mean, we can bring them, but I'm gonna ask for some guards. My new champion, who I fucking love to pieces. She's amazing.
She fucking attacked you with a poison rapier.
Right?
What a keeper.
The absolute
Right?
balls of-
I was so fucking impressed. Like, did not expect at all. Love her. I totally smushed her a little bit, but she cool.
Smushed her as hard as possible. And even then, still only just took her down in that one belt.
Yeah. Christ. That's action surge.
But
Forgotten. Found some. Yeah, no, I will reach out to her and see if she can bring some good people with us as we need backup. Might.
She will.
Shiny. What is her name? I didn't write it down. Thought I...
Alright,
No.
now somebody explain to me our fake intentions, because I'm stupid.
Okay, let me explain it in theory. Okay, so basically,
Put it in chat.
We
Please,
have
God.
the-
Thank you.
oh, do you? Okay, fine.
Maybe she was talking about the name.
Both of you put it in.
Oh, yeah, no, I was asking Josh for the name in chat.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Anyways,
I
okay.
want to read no.
You want the readout of it?
That would help. Are we... Okay.
Which also, Misky, you would start to see shifts and changes. His skin becoming more colorful.
Oof. Oh, not just blue anymore. This is weird.
The fake intentions are entirely just that basically if he asks any follow-up questions about the state of the arm, just lie to him. Other than that, we're just giving him the arm.
Or just like, we disagree with you still, but we give you the arm so you don't kill us?
Well, he's threatening the town, not really us as much. We probably
Right.
could have fought those guys and succeeded by a narrow
Realistically,
margin.
you won't have to say anything unless he asks, and even then,
It's
shouldn't be.
unlikely. We are just giving him the arm. That's what
Alright.
he wants.
Yeah.
Also kind of important, some of you know him better. Is he the sort of bastard to take the arm and then kill us?
Potentially.
God's sake.
But it means
I think I'm bringing back up.
Oh,
at least we will be out of the town.
right.
Just Betalus just fucking noms him.
Bayless gets there, destroys everything, walks away happy. Anybody want some nuts?
No.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh, go.
nice. You are his disciple, but do you dare ask me to try to convince him?
You know.
-3 fucking curse.
I get the feeling he probably won't like you very much.
Me? But I am lovely.
Well, look, if you want to risk getting eaten, be my guest.
Oh yeah, no, you can do that.
Despite your father, you have killed him more than anyone else.
What, Ironstride? I couldn't hear you over the interference.
I said, despite your loveliness, you do appear to be killed. That is, to take into question your loveliness, that is.
You cut out a bunch that time, so just said, do not question your loveliness to be killed.
Hell yeah!
I am fit to be killed.
That's beautiful. I like that one better.
Alright. Don't know what your point is, but I got it.
You've been killed more than the rest of us. I'm taking into question your loveliness. Just
Sure,
fuck
that's
it.
related, but alright.
Continue. Just continue.
Man, if only my allies protected me better.
Well,
We
you know,
try.
How about before I bring it up with him, we decide exactly what it is that we'd actually want to get out of having him there.
Bodyguard?
If
Prove to Virik that
turns
we
on
have
us-
power.
If Virik turns on us, Leviathan and Betalus team up on the airborne. Game over.
I'm
I
not sure how
don't
well
feel
that'll go
like-
down.
I don't feel like Bayless will accept the help.
Okay, but Bayless takes him on. Leviathan cleans up.
Perfect.
Bayless sets them
Bayless
on
puts him in the water. Leviathan eats him.
4 birds, 1 stone.
Well, regardless, the main reason why we're complying so easily instead of just deciding to wage war is to save everybody in the town.
All right. You know what? I think I have an idea. Let me just send him a message instead.
You up?
Hey, B.
Hey, boo.
You up?
Hey, yo, baby, what's up?
It's me, your favorite
Yo,
snack.
wind boy talking shit. About to get hit.
Yeah, sure. Just give me
Sorry.
a second, okay?
Wait, if I'm turning pink and shit is Strato.
Yep,
Oh, it's so cool.
you can see that.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, Daedalus, about that second meeting I was telling you about. Would you like to come along? Show of power. You know? Let Boreas know that he's not the only one with followers.
Oh my god. Are you sure Boreas will be there?
I'm not certain he will be, but his new pet will. You can at least forward the message. Or, you know, you could just eat him. I'm sure that'd send a message.
I will consider it.
Alright, well, I'll tell him the time and place and just keep him up to date on where it is and when we're gonna be there as we're working.
And how many kegs to bring because this party's gonna be fucking off. Something. Off the something.
Off the chain. Woot woot.
That's it. I'm gonna say chair. I'm like, that's wrong.
It's off
See,
the
look, I love the idea,
chain.
Misky, but I kind of don't want to tell him that Leviathan will be there.
Why not?
I don't want him to fucking go after Leviathan instead of the wind guy.
I'm more worried that if I say Leviathan will be there, he will come specifically for Leviathan.
Why would he come specifically for Leviathan?
Because fuck
He
that
really
guy.
didn't seem to like him.
Stupid water boy.
Leviathan is like
I'm pretty
significantly
sure-
weaker than
Oh yeah, absolutely Leviathan is weaker, so why would he be the threat?
well,
Sure.
I mean,
More
why
like
not kill him?
a bug to squash.
Yeah, have you not seen this fire dude? He's literally the definition of schoolyard bully. He'll beat up Leviathan because he's a big weak whale.
He's a big like
you leave my big weak whale alone.
he's
Oh.
a big bored fucking dragon fire primordial thing. He'll fucking beat the shit out of Leviathan if he sees it. Be like, "Where's my lunch money, dork?"
And Leviathan doesn't have pockets. He can't give him fucking pocket change.
Exactly.
He's fucked.
Where's my lunch money, fucker?
As he flaps
And my
around
other
with his
shorts.
little fins.
Oh wait, that's right. You are my lunch.
Huh. Brad, no. No.
I mean, we're one primordial away from mega disaster.
Yeah, well that primordial's currently at the breach, so it's fine.
Yeah, just go visit Tataris. And...
He- let's not.
I'm glad that we could be causing a cataclysmic event by bringing at least 3 of them together.
Yeah, do you want to
Yeah,
stop
really close to
fucking calamity?
my home and not just me.
No one could
Great
survive
idea.
that blast.
Impossible.
Just end the campaign by causing a nuclear explosion and killing everybody.
Yeah, it's
Oh, perfect.
actually
Alright,
the
let's
Big Bang. How life began.
We create the second Big Bang.
The big clang.
Alrighty. So, once all that plan is set into motion, obviously some of the cursed will be following you, Miski, along with some of the more heavily armored turtles.
Turtles.
Yeah! Total! Over my full nub.
So, obviously, I'll be able to head on over to the island designated by you guys.
While all this is going on, I'm gonna feed my cat Spirit Bear because they're fucking whinging at my goddamn door!
I understand. I just told you shouldn't have adopted so many cats.
No, but real question though. How are we gonna know when to destroy the Jenga if we're not with him?
Well, the main point is that by researching the giants, we'll figure out where he's planning to breach, and then we'll just basically be there.
But
Finding him isn't the hard part.
Do we
Sounds
want
like
to
the
tag
hard
along
part.
for the ride as guys of joining him, ready to betray?
Well, Brad, I say, as we're still talking mentally, because literally any invisible boy could be within 2 feet of us. Because I can't sense
I still
elementals.
don't think we could pull off such a con.
Yeah, I think it's an incredibly poor
Oh,
idea
yeah,
to try to lie to him that we agree with him, considering let's count the amount of people that don't agree with him in the party that suck at lying. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
Kind of 6.
3. So,
Just
Like,
me and Bells.
Over half of us not only don't agree with him, but we also suck ass at lying.
Alright, so
Yeah.
question.
there is one person that has offered to have you join the armada that Varric has been building up, even though you
Yeah.
fucking hate her guts.
No!
Oh, Ricky.
No, his fucking wife!
Who?
Yeah, you
Very
know,
smart.
Hideous bones, right?
when we were at the fucking port, she tried to recruit us.
What I miss?
I think my brain fell out. Who is this?
Well,
Derek's wife.
Varric's
Wait,
wife,
what's happening?
Varric's
You
wife
have a
tried to
name?
recruit you guys.
What? When?
Well, no, that was
Yeah,
way
well,
back.
okay.
But no, Ricky was correct.
No.
She did offer.
Ah,
Yeah,
I was right.
Varric's wife was against Varric.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't that when
That's
we?
what I was thinking.
Yeah, she wanted us to steal or fuck with some ships over. What was it called?
Where the hell is even Ricky these days?
Somewhere.
Mirage City. Last you saw. her.
Dead of cholera.
But you could always just hit her up with your DMs.
He
So.
got scared.
Yeah, your direct messaging spell. Yo, gay girl, what's up? What you wearing?
Hey, girl, what you wearing right now?
Oh, damn!
Alrighty.
Hello, my boys.
The Cursed God.
This
I
island
promise
is
I'll
very
fix you
cursed.
one day.
You can see the
They're not
recovery.
cursed. They're blessed.
Blessed by the curse.
Yeah.
Well, this one is the
I assume
corrupt.
they are.
Their form is the corrupt blessing from the Brine Queen when she fucked it up. They're recovering. But, obviously, when you do arrive at the isle, nice little shimmering pool. Arm not very far behind from your truck. Obviously, as you approach the area where you said to meet on the isle, you would see Varric up here.
Oh man, fancy seeing you here.
Hey, yo, what's up? Just quick check, is this any better, fam?
little bit.
Yeah, but
Okay, cool.
Can I try to perceive if there's any air around us?
It's in your lungs.
Oh
I do
god!
this by breathing.
no.
Can you breathe an air elemental?
Everybody stop breathing.
Yes, you can.
Defeat them by one big snore.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Every time you
Just
breathe,
run
you're
up to the
taking big
elemental.
old elemental chunks
Just
into
see,
you.
like Jotaro killed Enya Buzz
Yeah.
stand.
Just run up to the air elemental and just.
My lung
God.
capacity is legendary.
And
Power
how far out is your blind sight, Dora?
I have 30 feet of blind sight, and then I have 5 miles of detection of giants, constructs, and humanoids.
All right. Well, you don't
So just
sense
all the time.
humanoids other than Virik and such, and the people running, or constructs other than Ironstride and such. But you do sense a invisible boy facing Virik's direction to your left, near Valis. Valis, your area of the fucking that you're standing next to is just really fucking warm. But for you being a fiendish nature, doesn't really bother you.
Yes, wait, let's just invisible, chilling next to Velas.
Oh my god, is it fucking Beetless?
Oh, what? We don't know.
No, but like, can I like make a check to see if it's Beetless?
For
Wait,
the
let's check.
actually, yeah, roll me a perception real quick, because you're kind of trying to fucking feel this out with your blind sight. All right, yeah. You definitely recognize this. This is definitely the 12-foot form of Beetless.
Alright, fucking sick. I am very confident now.
He very clearly showed up early, and very clearly is either greater invised or something else of the sort.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm happy he's here because he clearly is probably here to not kill us.
I only take 13-foot boys. How about 120-foot boys?
They have to be size category large at least.
Sorry, of course.
Sorry, of course.
No, that applies to boys, not girls.
I like my boys big.
Yeah, but Akorath is one of the boys.
True, but she is an itty bitty girl, because she's not the big titty committee.
Alright.
The Drake was.
So, as Virik stands there, very smugly and expectantly, I'm glad you have decided to arrive. I was worried I would have to tell my Djinn friend to start having fun.
Is that what a Djinn looks like? Never seen one.
The G.
They relatively don't show themselves very often, but we've come to become good friends over the years, especially in the reverence of Boreas.
Well, while we're waiting for the arm to get delivered here, do you, that's a stupid question.
At this point,
Wait.
just with confidence.
No, wait, did you bring one of those tables?
No.
I would not have brought one of my priceless fucking tables to this hostage negotiation, essentially.
No, get out some fucking cheese and grapes, get some liquor out there, he'll chill.
At this point, he very calmly starts striding over top of the water,
Walking on it? Or is
Yeah.
it shallow?
walking on it. It's almost like literally just a singular raindrop hit it, and there's just like very soft shimmers from his feet touching it.
Weird flex, but okay.
Does the patron do that, or do you just like, do you like light on your?
I guess you could say I'm lighter than air.
Huh?
Oh, that makes sense. Sorry, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Well, you mostly just look lighter than water.
And how about you, Pen, or... Well, what do you go by now?
What?
The name's Milliren.
Hmm. It's impressive to see you without your armor.
Yes, well, it was quite a struggle getting it off.
Of course. Then again, it looks like you're doing extremely well for yourselves. Especially
Well,
you.
I had some
Misty.
good friends.
And especially you, Misky.
Hmm?
You're doing extremely well.
I try. I learned from the best.
That you do.
Hmm.
Varric, we brought our guards to match yours, but where are they? Cannot see them.
Unless needed, servants usually need to remain unseen.
Right. They just around, are they? I'll
Usually.
take your word for it.
Of course, nonetheless, you do seem fairly interested in it. What, do you wish to seek the same boons and gifts that we have received? Then again, I would imagine the one of the sea is, I was informed he was rather absent for a long time.
A little bit.
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason we have it. It's because we helped him.
You fished him out.
Nice
it.
pun. But more or less, yes.
It's a shame that none of you really decided to come back. Though, then again, I thought you, Ironstride, were stolen away. Originally by Captain Notleff, as I left him in charge.
Atlas was the captain? What?
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, for a time.
It was very temporary.
Yeah,
Then you
he
forgot
was
about
really
the
indecisive. Look, after he wanted to marry that harpy,
He tried to marry a harpy?
I don't recall
yeah,
that.
she really swept him off his feet, you know?
Multiple of them did.
You guys knew harpies and you didn't even tell me? Fucking assholes.
What?
He's a bird, dumb.
It's
You,
probably
like,
still my favorite session. Yes.
Well, anyways, I wouldn't really be particularly interested in swapping out Leviathan's boon. It has saved me numerous times, especially when Brad has teleported us into the deep ocean.
that happened once.
Fair
It's
enough.
happened twice now, Brad.
Fair enough. I would imagine you sink pretty quickly if your feathers got wet.
Yep. It is nice, you know.
Man, I don't even know if it's my place to ask. Varric, have you always had that?
For the boon?
Yeah. Yes.
Longer than you would possibly know.
Oh my god.
Before or after the war?
After, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be
Oh,
a
the
supply runner.
makes sense. I'm sorry, guys.
And as for you, Einstride, how have things been? There is no bad blood between us, and I do apologize for trying to reclaim you. I did not realize that you were fully yourself, finally. I thought that somebody was for being the inscrutable piece of shit and stealing property. Obviously, property no more.
I am far better now that I am no longer property and have my own mind.
I hope you still think fondly of the times that we went around and took all the money we wanted.
You did make me do some horrendous things.
Well, plans can't be funded on hopes and dreams alone. I hope you do forgive me.
Yes, but despite everything, you still use me as a tool.
And now you're planning some kind of genocide.
Well, really, some kind of it is a genocide.
Nothing any different than the Titans themselves have taken part in. At this point, Misky, you could sense that Leviathan is very, very close with the arm.
Your arm is almost here, Varric.
Excellent. I must say.
It's like we've put him on hold.
You see the dial-up noise coming from Misky's face?
Is my headset really that bad?
It's great.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, it's not that bad. I'm just being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I was like, if it's that bad, I'll like drive to a fucking Macca's and use their Wi-Fi or something.
Oh my god.
Fuck off, Cage. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's fine, Cage.
I'll be just a second.
Hey.
Well. Obviously, it'll be time for goodbyes shortly then. Though then again, I feel that you should all get everything off your chest before I leave anyway.
What?
Speak your mind.
I have nothing to say. Guys? Anybody got anything to say?
I don't know, Varric.
Well, I guess I might as well ask, since I've heard a lot about you. How long do you plan to keep living, Varric?
Once my plans are done, I'll lay myself to rest. But only till I'm sure that the rest of the giants are wiped clean. Other than that, I don't have much plans after that. I'll be able to finally sleep.
Sounds a bit bullshit.
I mean, I don't know, it sounds pretty logical. This dude's fucking put up with living in a goddamn, like, flesh and bone body for like 600 years. To be pretty fucking tired of being alive, too.
Wait, what's happened?
I just asked if he had plans to keep living. And he told us basically once his plan is done and he's sure, he's just basically going to be done.
Oh. Neat.
He just basically said to just ask him, get shit off your chest. He's taking a Q&A panel.
So, I know you're not undead. So, how exactly are you alive? Part of your boon?
Part of my own creation. Your research, Adel. I was able to use part of it to extend my life permanently if need be. you can see there is quite visible confusion in Adel's conjecture. I didn't do anything. That isn't entirely true. Kind of much like your own son when you took me under your wing and sought to preserve him as best as you could. Your research that you asked me to get rid of, the other pieces, the old ones, incomplete. I had one finished for myself. Don't worry, I promptly killed the wizard who researched it after. But let's just say I would be able to continue on even after this body is broken.
How?
Oh. Much like a good play. You never reveal the final act till it's in motion. At this point, Leviathan finally emerges with the arm in tow. Though you can see a bit of hesitation to fully approach at first.
It's fine.
He does approach slowly. Telrath, you sense the figure that's lying invisible move.
Oh,
fuck.
Daedalus is moving.
Bailiff?
Yeah, he's been here the whole time.
Oh,
Could have
Leviathan,
told us.
leave.
no wonder my cheek was so warm.
I
Just
think
feels like a
that's
balmy
probably
day.
just you.
Blushes.
Ugh.
So, as you do tell Leviathan to leave, you actually see Baetalus for a very brief moment.
Oh no, don't turn into a dragon, please. Please, leave my whale alone.
Wet boy.
God. So, let me grab everything real quick.
If he Megazords into a fire dragon, I have Plan B.
Plan B.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Are we killing Daedalus' session? Is that what this is?
Yeah, that's Plan B.
Nice. Maybe Verical help, lol.
That's
Oh,
an
God,
Maybe
interesting
Verical
ending.
help. Oh. Sorry. Yes.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know if Plan B is gonna work.
Hey, look,
Okay.
a whale.
Oh no.
Yeah, that whale's got the plague.
Duh.
It's
You seen how many eyes he has?
Yeah.
Look at him.
Ah, they're open sores.
They're just welts from where the dragon's already bit him.
Ow, ow.
Actually, concern. Are they welts from where the dragon's already bit him?
What is that?
Oh god.
As you
Oh,
see,
look. Boreas.
Oh!
Boreas
Oh no.
form from the very clouds themselves, the great sky serpent, lightning arcing from the cloud visage that he has formed at extreme power and force, starts rushing down from the sky. As you can actually see tornadoes start immediately kicking up in the area.
Uh-oh.
And Baetalus himself,
Oh.
Christ.
Oh, good.
Oh, I have not forgotten that image.
Oh, good. Death.
all immediately
Contain your primal.
lunge at each other. And
Damn
one immaculate display of elements clashing all at the same time.
Viric dies. Viric dies. Viric dies.
I'd like to just send a message to Daedalus while they fucking lunge at each other.
Hey, yo, baby, what you wearing? Sorry.
Oh my god, this is so bad. Yes, Cheeto? We're fucked.
Thank you, Cheeto.
Oh, fucking god.
My cat is so powerful.
Cheeto wins.
Watch how the fourth primordial's coming in the cat.
Cheeto! But you literally feel this island heave as the waves themselves start to kick up as well.
Oh, jeez.
And unfortunately, as you do see the Wind Lord approaching very quickly, when Daedalus launches out, not only does he turn into his dragon form, but you now realize why he calls himself the god of meteors. Is literally his wings are closed and hurls full force, rocketing across the island at Leviathan.
You motherfucker!
Not even aiming for the air, bitch. He aimed for fucking Leviathan? I guess to be fair.
First one he saw.
Yeah, that is fair.
The whale's like, no, please.
Alright, well. Time for plan B.
So, well, let me just grab all these shit.
Do you want to know what plan B is?
Kill all the primordials and Varric?
Fucking run!
No. I don't want Leviathan to die. I like Leviathan.
We like Leviathan, but the other two seem to be bastards.
I do not think we can contend with gods. Or what is essentially
No.
near gods.
That's cool.
But we've got one
Like
and a
us.
half gods on our side.
Misty.
Hmm?
Do you still have the Dust of Dryness with elemental water in it?
What's that gonna do?
I do.
The fire god is gonna get wet.
Wow.
Do you want it?
Yes.
Let me at least try to redirect him first.
Well, before or after he kills Leviathan? Come on.
Obviously before.
I could tell Wrath the dust of dryness. I prepare to control water so I can fucking engulf that boy in water. If that doesn't
I'm
work.
about to just
Good.
like shot put all of how many other Dusts of Dryness do I have in my bag that are full of seawater? I'm going to just quench this boy. I don't really know how well this works considering this is fucking mundane water, but
Alrighty.
I mean, elemental water should be good.
we clearly should have filled a bit more of them with elemental water.
Oh yeah, we absolutely should have.
Alrighty. So, well, many of the guard are very frightened, though your champion is not. Thankfully.
Badass.
She's so fucking cool.
Though you can see Varric is already on the retreat at this demonstration. Suddenly now realizing that 3 of the elemental lords are in one fucking location.
It was the arm just dropped on the island?
Basically just sank to the, well, the more of the shallows of the isle.
Alright.
You can have your arm when they're done.
So, and Millie, it's gonna be
I mean, practically impossible for me? Yeah.
yeah, a hard persuasion check at disadvantage.
Bye, Millie.
Yeah, no, there's no way that's gonna work.
You need 2 20s with a different modifier that's not the one you have.
And also inspiration.
Though you could probably try and redirect him in another fashion, but I don't know if you guys would willing to do that, but at the same time, while he touches
Shoot
down,
his ass with lightning and then point at the air element.
but on a very quick note, as he does touch down on the meteor.
Yeah, here, look. I'll show you why it'll never work. Whoa, what a surprise.
He actually got a
shit.
positive number.
Yeah, it was actually positive. That's a start.
So, on the immediate touchdown of this, as the flames wash over part of the isle as well, from when he fucking hurdles himself in meteor form. Oh dear fucking lord, this is gonna be a lot.
Are we all about to be dead?
Dexterity
Oh, no.
saves. That's
Oh,
why
no.
he's called.
Busted.
Dexterity saves, because that's why he's the fucking god of meteors, self-proclaimed in that fashion. But still, everyone calls him that.
Well,
That's why I was.
Innumerable!
Sitting here calmly.
I have evasion, so I'm probably not going to die.
There's
I
also
survived
a
it.
magical effect.
Oh yeah, that was fucking great.
Ooh.
Ah, that's ain't that bad.
Josh, is this a magical effect?
No,
Alright.
this is his body.
Don't worry, it's
Is
fire,
this
right?
fire?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't
Oh,
need to
cool.
make the save.
No,
I'm
no, no.
immune to it.
Thankfully, Millie is immune.
Ouch.
Everyone
so
but
32
Rescue gets
damage.
a +5.
Plus 5.
That's cool. I'll
Yeah,
take the
and then
32.
all these boys, which are all dead.
Alright, what are we aiming for? I assume those boys just got fucking vaporized.
I rolled a 33 with your
Unfortunately-
+5.
The Curse Guard are dead.
Damn it.
The DC check on that one for when he does his movement charge is a fucking 20.
Oh, I just got 20.
Oh, sick. Okay, so I take half. Wait, no, I take none because it's a reflex save. I'm fine.
I also take none because the deck save.
The turtles are partially hurt, and well, especially the champion was not affecting that, so unfortunately, natural one on her save, but she
Oof.
can still take a walloping. She's not bloodied at all. But
Oh shit.
at this point,
Come on, Talrath. That is the worst initiative I've
Ah!
ever seen. You have advantage.
I'm rolling so bad.
It's okay. I also rolled bad.
Oh, at least you get to go up on me.
It's not gonna matter much.
Talrath
The
just
dude with
forgets
-1 initiative is now top. Cool.
Yeah, doing something.
Amazing.
He was ready.
Excellent work.
Someone played an Uno reverse card on our initiatives.
I mean, if that was true, I would have gotten lower than Iron Stride.
That's fair.
True.
But that's also impossible. You can't roll lower than he did. I'll be back in a sec.
Cheeto.
Thought we were gonna fight Virk today. This is not what I envisioned.
Nope.
Well, someone brought their pet
Whale
dragon.
and my-
Yeah, this was a peaceful hostage exchange until somebody decided to invite the volcano.
oh my fucking god.
I don't really think this counts as the breach of our side of the deal, considering the dragon is attacking our primordial, but it definitely doesn't
Yeah.
really feel like the outcome I wanted.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, Varric saved the day. Run away like a little bitch that you are.
No, that's it. I'm going after him.
No time
Wait,
left. The
after who?
present Iron strategy starts to drown Vieric in the lake.
So
He's grounded.
for that, he will step away. And
Son of a bitch.
Come
Okay.
on. You dragon.
it's only the fucking primordial god of fire.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
You guys didn't tell me that was following you. Oh, fuck.
Ah, fucking out of here, boys! And he's going to
Son of a bitch.
See the shimmer, and then he disappears.
Okay.
You see Boreas. God.
This looks like what the fuck. Cool. I'm out.
Well, look fairly shocked at the sudden exposition.
Don't look really.
And he's actually going to move his. Well, actually, he only has to move a little bit comparatively past them very quickly. And start collecting the arm.
Oh.
So he has the fucking primordial moving the arm parts?
I mean, that's how
So
we
did
do it.
we.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's just funny, though.
Like all powerful beings. Yeah, can you pick up that arm for me?
Sure, no problem, bro.
As fun as it would be to stop that thing from taking the arm, we kind of want Virk to have it and not kill the town.
Yeah,
Correct.
also,
I
it's
am
about
not concerned about Sparky.
I would rather that Sparky was threatening Flame Boy, but
Mm-hmm.
I also.
that seems unlikely.
Alright, so she's at 13.
Valus, quick, engage the dragon in single combat.
You're fire resistant. You'll be fine.
Compelled duel.
Yeah, it's fine.
Duel me, you bitch.
Don't be a pussy.
Fight me, pussy!
Oh,
What will you do, Valus?
I have no fucking idea.
Come on, do something cool.
I can't do something cool. I assume it's like fucking 80 feet off the ground.
No, he's on
Oh,
the
he
shore.
landed. That's all I mean.
He landed. That's why we took big fire damage.
Yeah. I mean, I still can't do anything cool. He's probably got fucking 800 AC. And if we
Nice.
stand near him, we
Never
die.
know.
Yeah.
He's so easy to hit.
Hmm.
Guess I'm just trying to burn up his resistances. Because he's probably got 8 million health.
Compelled duel. Compelled duel. Seriously,
no,
though.
fuck it. I'll go fucking. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die if I stand. Fuck it. I'm literally gonna cast command on him. Take that level 1 spell.
He fails.
Grovel.
Oh no.
Amazing.
The absolute madman commending the primordial to Gruul. I mean, he's gonna be very angry at me here in a second. I wouldn't be
His
surprised if he
target
incinerates
is
our shit.
no longer Leviathan. It is now you.
That's a wisdom saving throw, my friend.
Alrighty, so his wisdom.
I get the feeling he's going to succeed.
He got a 20.
Barely. Holy shit.
I feel like
Damn,
he's
do it
the
again.
strong, fighty con dragon and not the int or whiz dragon.
Um,
You know, just like regular red dragons.
Oh yes, more map.
Don't worry.
We're gonna
That
need
makes
it.
sense.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
Panic. Like, what's happening?
The
We're on a
world
floating
is
island, but there's the
metamorphosizing before
water.
me.
Well, before my turn, I'd like to apologize to everybody because this is probably going to get our ship incinerated when I do this.
Hmm?
Shoot him with water and explosively evaporates.
It's a little water gun.
I'm literally going to be throwing the dusts of dryness, which when they explode, each one of them contains about like 500,000 gallons of water, some insane amount.
Yeah,
And there's
we're
12
literally
of
going to
them.
get steam vaporized.
That is entirely possible. However, I have faith.
I am willing to make.
Well, the other option is we watch Leviathan die, and possibly die in the crossfire.
I ask that you only give me a chance.
Yeah, so hold what you want to do until after she does what she wants.
If he ignores me, then do what you will.
Alright.
Alrighty. So, Betalus. Just on the brute force part. Good lord.
Goodbye, big fish.
No.
He's about to coup de grace that fish.
Yeah, he's gonna turn into like a Korean barbecue. Spit roast the fish.
Leviathan will make a delicious dinner.
He will.
He's full of nutrition.
God damn.
Please don't cut my whale.
It's a whale of a time.
When you think about it, we didn't kill the whale. Millie killed the whale.
No, I will always blame Josh for this. It's fine.
There's no way he's gonna build a
Does
run
another
around a primordial.
No, that. Are you please kidding me? Alrighty. So Betalus starts ripping and tearing into Leviathan. As Leviathan is trying to muster enough power to repel him for the moment. Boreas is moved, well, very clearly offshore and has parted the water enough to start bringing the arm up out of it. As Rel will order the guard to surround and protect. Telrath.
At Millie's request, I will hold my action until Millie tells me the result. If the result is negative, we're super soaking the situation.
Do it.
Alrighty. Millie.
I am gonna fucking walk my ass over here. Summon an illusory red dragon roughly between the two of them. And just call out, Betalus! He is not our enemy! I don't give a shit about your ages-old rivalries! On this battlefield, he is on our side! And then point over at Boreas and go, he has to die!
Whoa.
Oh, bye, Millie.
Oh, God. So, as you do this, especially interjecting the other dragon between, you do see the glare, just pure white fire eyes looking down at you. But you do kind of see a bit of an attention shift from between Leviathan and then glaring at Boreas for the time.
Leviathan isn't going anywhere. But when was the last time you actually saw Boreas?
Roll persuasion with advantage.
It's still not gonna go well.
Still not good.
No, you got this. It's fine.
Not good, very bad day.
I literally have to roll a 13 to get double digits.
I love how many persuasions Milren has to roll despite it being their absolute worst stat.
Mm.
Alright, so the illusionary dragon now is separating Betalus and Leviathan for the time.
Can I have a token for that? That is a spell.
You should have a shadow dragon.
No, I don't have it as a handout.
Hey, Beater.
He's also one size larger.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's spooky.
I'll be least.
Very cool.
There we are. Just so you can have control of it. Alrighty. So, even though he's very disgruntled with Millerin, actually very, very clearly beyond fucking pissed with her, you can tell that his attention does shift, though he doesn't like what Millerin did in the least bit.
Oh, I didn't expect him to anyway.
But you can see Leviathan is wounded from the main attack, but at this point now will take its moment to, well, Leviathan being the more fucking level-headed one, use his legendary action to immediately fucking move and slam into Boreas.
Oh, double team, double team.
Yes.
Definitely fucking hits. That's 16 bludgeoning and 7 acid. Alrighty. Telrath. You can see that Boreas is trying to maintain carrying the arm.
So with my amazing passive insight, what am I feeling from this boy?
Well, especially on the moment that even though he's going to probably very, very definitely punish Millerin later,
Okay.
he has definitely been keen beans down the idea of fucking up Boreas due to the fact that it is true that he hasn't seen Boreas in forever. So this is his one chance to really strike at the fucker.
I expect him to be very curious as to why I know that.
Oh, he is super fucking angry and very, very curious of why you do know that already.
Anyways, well, I'm going to not shot put 12 Dusts of Dryness at him now. Instead, let's shoot Boreas.
Wait. No.
What?
Nothing.
Are you objecting to me not attacking the dragon that's going to help us kill the elemental that's in the way of Plan B?
Maybe we should let the primordials do it rather than stepping in because, you know, Rick being vindictive as fuck will then attack Nutchester.
That's fair. Yeah, it's probably for the best that I don't make the primordial angry by shooting it anyway.
I know, as much as I really want to see you do this, I'd really rather see you drench this boy, so we should save those.
Well, but I mean, I'm not throwing the Dusts of Dryness at Airboy. I'm just shooting it. There's no point me to actually do it to him because he's on our side now, kind of ish, maybe half.
Mm.
He just mad.
He angry. He gonna give her the spanking. I mean, I guess to be fair, I probably can't even hit the primordial. I guess I will do nothing.
I love how everyone's afraid to attack him because they think they won't hit.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll hit
That's
him.
not it.
Mostly is the factor that Misky does have a very good point with me with my amazing wisdom would know that it's probably not a good idea to get in the middle of the fight because then Virak might be like, oh, you are opposing.
Alrighty.
But I really want to cast Whack
I know.
on a demigod, essentially.
Alrighty.
Save it for later.
Leviathan. Leviathan is gonna make his 2 attacks.
Leviathan Sama.
As he just keeps striking into Boreas with his head and tail. Just one huge wave after another crushing into him. And you could actually see that the way Leviathan is manipulating the ocean, it's actually salt acid combined with it as well.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, on the insanely low chance Boreas isn't immune to being frightened, he also has to make a saving throw when I summon my dragon.
Boreas, do you think he's going to be afraid of it? Other than maybe another primordial?
Well, that's why I said the insanely low chance he isn't immune to fright. I expected him to be immune to it, but I figured I should point it out just in case.
I am the ancient primordial of air, and I will defeat. Oh, dragon!
Oh, spooky shadow dragon!
And then
Not a big dragon, but a littler dragon.
The dragon is smaller than me.
It's like a big dog being scared of like a chihuahua.
Brethren, I've seen bears afraid of cats, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, my cat was afraid of chickens.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
Dance. Play a ditty!
I will. With Miller and inspiration, she could use it. And over here. Another run over here. Really? Are we fighting, Warriors? Is that what we're doing?
I suppose that's up to you. I'm not really in charge.
Okay,
You
but
shouldn't, Brad.
the whale is biting him. We're on the whale side.
Yes, you are.
I'm very confused.
Brad. If we interfere, he might take that as a sign that we're against the plan and
We're
the
already
deal.
interfering.
No, we aren't. They're fighting.
Where is Virik?
Can I sense Virik?
For the sensing of him, you do not sense him nearby, but you would definitely be able to pick up on him because he is a physical boy.
Like, is he like really far away from us?
Your range is how many feet? He's 30?
5 miles.
5 miles? Oh yeah,
Well-
you definitely sense him. He's on the island still.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I guess I'll summon my ebony fly and climb up, ready to do stuff.
Alrighty.
To answer Einstein's question, I tap him on the shoulder and I point.
Very well.
Alrighty. So he would point you in that direction.
Okay.
And then, would that be all right?
Yeah.
Einstein.
I tell C12 to get the anti-magic field ready.
I also give him a rough distance estimate. You know, since I have high wisdom.
And then I will attempt to fly. Fly.
We're gonna like Iron Man punch him.
So I guess I'm doing a
Heckin'
good,
Oh no!
wow.
You try and get flight,
Damn.
but it's not enough.
Guess I'm going here, and I guess I then have to dash to get to over here. When I get there, I do inform C12 to release the anti-magic burst.
Oh god, with that.
Are you
Sorry.
going somewhere so soon, Virik?
You're
Well,
right
we were
next.
just having such a touching reunion.
And here I thought I was being nice letting you stay with your father. I guess I'll have to deactivate you myself.
Of course.
You can try. That's me.
Alright.
We had such a nice plan. Now the apocalypse is happening.
Yeah, what the hell?
Plans change.
All right, guys, who invited the volcano dragon to the party? The punch bowl's melted.
Fine.
Oh my fucking god. Alright. So, Miski.
Turn. I have 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
One for Burb. Is maybe buffing one of the primordial gods helping them?
Well, considering Iron Stride's killing Virik right now, I don't
we're,
think it
we're
matters.
going balls deep right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Josh, am I actually capable of casting enlarge on Leviathan?
Bigger Leviathan.
Wow, yeah.
Bigger.
Yes, you are.
Fuck yeah! Alright, well that needs to be 35 feet, so I gotta be like...
Damn, boy, he's thick. He's
Oh
thick,
jeez,
boy.
I have to be
This
there.
makes my Leviathan the big Leviathan.
And now I concentrate. That is blue, cause love. That's my turn.
Alrighty.
And then I would move back in amongst these boys, cause love. Sorry, but I've had to move there to cast it just cause distance.
Oh yeah, no. They're doing the full protect of the queen. Which reminds me.
I'm cool with this. I'm amused as hell. I don't need this.
Alrighty. And at the end of your turn, since, well, Veer got revealed, he'll do his legendary
Kicked.
he'll do his legendary action.
Hey,
Fucking adamantine windblade.
Ooh.
ooh,
Fucking glad I have adamant.
Hey, people don't get legendary actions.
I'm stealing that weapon. Coming in hot.
If we live.
Alrighty, so was a very low roll, so that's not hitting, but now it's his turn.
Oh, now he gets to do it again.
yeah.
Do it like 5 times in a row now.
Would the
Yeah.
anti-magic field have disabled any of his, like his what?
For his weapons, no. But he can't cast magical effects within the field.
How big is the field?
That?
Which is good, because there's something that would have been really fucked on Iron Stride if he had it.
Oh yeah. He'd probably been like, kill your friends. I'd be like, yeah, I'm on it.
Yes, sir.
God damn it.
So,
Alright, Papa.
alrighty. So she's gonna make 4 attacks at you now.
Appa.
Which, well, you got 26 AC right now.
Yep.
So the 31 and the 30 will hit you.
Yep.
So, the first part. which will be the 40 piercing.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Nice.
And
Nice,
then 27 thunder. As these two strikes pierce through. And you literally just feel like parts of yourself rattling apart as he stabs through this, through your chest armor. And then the wonderful dancing roguish aspect of the duelist that he has.
Oh, son of a
Since he
bitch.
attacked you, he can now move away without being attacked. So,
Oh wait, he's a human.
he's an elf.
Oh no, all that matters is he has blood.
Yeah.
He has
Oh, no.
blood. He can bleed.
Actually, hold on, where was I? So
Wait, can we bloodbend?
Bloodbending.
we will move
Blood bend him over.
out,
Exactly.
out
On his
onto the
knees.
water. 40 feet. He doesn't like that fucking magic field. Then Boreas got a tighten grip and continue to try and fly away with this big ass object, moving at half speed, so it gets 60 feet up into the air. Leviathan is going to try and take a big old smack attack on him.
Daedalus, come on! I believe in you. Fucking football tackle him.
I'll do another 15 bludgeoning and 8 medicine. Alrighty, Valis. He's right on the edge of the water in the shallows.
Yep. Our Daedalus doesn't attack me or burn me. 30.
Passing that close to him, you will take heat damage.
Yep.
So, we'll end up taking 9 fire damage, obviously.
Easy.
Yeah, you're a tiefling, that's fine. Just actually made you break a little bit of a sweat.
How dare.
So he's within 20 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Gotta try to leash him with my shield.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Where is that?
Well, you gotta hit.
For that. I do have to hit. It's not a very high hit. It is a bonus action. 18.
Unfortunately not. Though it does come close to him.
Well, that's my bonus action. So, guess I'll fucking dash.
Alrighty.
Because I know he's gonna resist anything I try to cast.
Alright.
Hello there.
You wade out into the shadows. Sploosh, sploosh.
I'll just try to cut him off.
I'll warn you, friend. I'll not spare you any mercy if you stand in my way still.
Cool response.
Catchphrase.
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 Catchphrase. Yeah, boy, yeah. Yeah, boy, that's a thick ass. So, well,
Stop right there, criminal scum.
since he got that in reaction, he's going to spend one of his action points to make a melee attack against you.
Yes.
Definitely not hitting. Thank God he's rolling low today. And then Betalus boy. He does glare at you, Milliran. We'll talk about your offerings later to make up for this egregious mistake.
Oh.
And with that, you'll see him rear back up on his hind legs as he brings out both his hands. You see one massive gem build up in each hand.
Oh.
Millie, you feel the arcane flux literally start to collapse on itself. As he actually does kind of just, in the most easiest of terms for you to understand, breaks the magical veil a little bit and pays in human souls.
This guy is fucking insane.
He's going to cast his 10th level spell
What?
Man,
and cast Volcano.
Oh god. Oh fuck.
So,
Well, I think a volcano appears.
so everyone
Out his ass.
suddenly realizes the extreme danger of the current situation of why these elemental lords were never meant to be together.
Well, I feel like it's just Baetalus who does all the fucking up.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be pretty polite until Baetalus decided to go for a fucking
It's
field
on both
tackle.
of them.
Uh-huh.
So. He accidentally said 10. Yeah, no, that's right. That's why he paid in souls for it.
Yeah, why can't I do that?
Because literally the goddess of Mithra would come down and slap your ass.
Fair enough.
I mean, 10th isn't entirely out of the question. It's just very difficult.
Yeah. Just gotta pay in human
Hence the
souls.
souls. It's the kind of magic that normally takes entire groups of people to cast.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Hmm.
Jesus.
So. By the way, everyone in the immediate area is gonna have to fucking roll me a good old Dexy save.
What is the immediate
Is
area?
this for fire damage?
The entire map, and yes.
What?
Okay. Does it have an effect that isn't just fire damage?
For this bludgeoning, if you manage to get hit by one of the volcanic rocks that erupt out of it, and the turn 20-ish.
Okay. I'm just asking if I should even bother to roll, or if I'm just going to be immune to all of it anyway.
For that, if you get hit by bludgeoning in the initiative 20, yes, but obviously.
I don't want to be here anymore.
But for the summoning?
What's this about? What's this about? Everyone doing deck saves? What's happening?
I had dex save. I rolled dex save.
The volcano has an AoE of the entire map.
I see.
Yeah, Baetalus just cast a 10th level spell.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes,
I feel
yes, it
like
is.
I am.
Oh, 100%.
Good, I have advantage.
I feel like
Nice.
I'm going to use
Good.
Indomitable.
1 and a 19.
Good, because his DC save is a 24.
God, are you kidding me with the fucking god?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't make that. I can't make that.
Well, it doesn't say anything about not being able to use Indomitable more than once per turn. I'm doing it again.
It's true.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you say the DC was?
24.
Okay, I was gonna use my inspiration, but no.
Yes!
Nice. Very nice. Alright, I'm ready to die.
Half of that is 66.
You're a tiefling, you'll live.
Yeah, not from the bludgeoning damage. Wait, how much damage was it?
133. So,
Okay, is it all fire?
for the
That's
initial
the fun.
casting, yes.
So far.
So, yes, so 66 damage if your resistance are made to save.
66.
Yep.
Well, I have evasion, so I take none.
I see my fly got vaporized.
No! Not my turtles!
I can't wait for Brad to fall to his death.
I was on the ground. We didn't get anywhere. I summoned it and then it got vaporized.
Rildov is fucking hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to leave.
Adel.
I made both my saves and I'm fucking
Oh,
dying.
man. How's Vieric looking after that?
Adel has failed
You
and
bastard.
is
Wait.
down.
Screw you.
Oh fuck, Adel's dying.
Oh,
Oh no, not Adel.
I
No!
actually die.
Don't worry, Dr. Bird is right here. Dr. Bird knows Revivify.
For
I suggest we group up.
and GTF.
I want to be here anymore.
Well, I still think we should kill Varric, but you know,
so,
we can group up and I'll create a magical wall to protect us.
Vieric
about
is
Fate?
going to
Those
legendary. Vieric's going to legendary resist that, or well, no, not resist. Make his save. So that's one of his down.
Cheeto. There you are.
Alrighty, that is Betalus's fucking massive spell. As the spell finishes out, the gems clearly shatter. He does look quite fairly exhausted from casting such a fucking tremendous spell. And he's going to start flying up to meet Maurice over the
Oh.
very section of his domain. Rildov is looking very, very hurt and starting to back up. It just looks to you. We should collect those who are alive and leave.
Mhm.
She is still healing, but obviously her regeneration can't fucking keep up with this.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
Uh-oh. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Powering down.
Alright. Milliran. Vieric is there. He looks like he's actually pretty hurt. Not bloody, but still pretty hurt from that.
For my bonus action, my dragon will fly over and blast him.
Blast.
Just see his eyes go fucking wide as the thing approaches him.
Oh! Oh no!
Which
Very low damage. Look at
All 4 ones.
reminds
Four
me,
ones.
wisdom save for Dragon Fear, correct? Because he actually does need to.
yeah, if he could see it.
So he'll definitely legendary resist that for fucking.
Oh,
So that's
He's
2 down.
2 down. Only 8 to go.
Yeah. Okay.
So and then the blast. That's,
Which was very low damage.
it is extremely low damage. My God. Well, he will fail that anyway.
Oh, all these ones. Oh god, they hurt.
Alrighty. So you actually did a substantial amount to Vieric. He is looking pretty fucking upset at the current situation. Very, very nervous.
I suggest those of you who can't handle the heat get out of here while you can. Let's start running up this way. You know what? For my main action, yeah, fuck it. Main action, I'm just gonna dash. That is my turn.
Alrighty. Telrath. Adel is down. I report. Adel is down.
Now you shall order.
Nick, you muted? Yeah, you're muted.
I was just checking my bag.
Alright.
We've got. Do I not have anything? Wow, you know, it really would pay for me to have a breadth of healing potions because I have the literal best healing potion and a regular shitty potions.
I don't think
I
he'd
have the
be
top
insulted.
tier. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be insulted because I'm using the good one on it.
Oh, damn.
Okay, but is he dead or is he down?
He is down.
I assume if he was dead, he'd be in pieces. So I will search for his potion receptacle port and give him the good shit.
Especially seeing Ironstride do it a few times, you know where to lift up his faceplate so he can actually get a potion in his body. So go ahead and grow that. That's actually fairly easy.
How much is it? Is it like a 10?
A Supreme? I need to double check. I haven't fucking looked at one of these in a while.
I think it's like 20d4.
Supreme healing potion is 10d4 plus 20.
10d4.
Yeah.
No, that's not a lot.
That is over half his health.
Damn.
Damn.
No wonder he went down.
Hey, he's built himself a more civil body.
He's
Yeah,
civil.
he wears a nice business like shirt. He isn't really
He wasn't
designed to murder.
Yeah, he wasn't built for giant war. As he, you know, you see the eyes flicker back on in his faceplate. And we need to leave. What the fuck is going on?
I clearly should have mentioned Bayless was here earlier. Forgot everybody else can't sense that. Anyways, yeah, feel free to fuck off. I'm gonna go help your son.
Where did it? What? Like as he's asking that, he's like shuffling around. He just sees you fly off in the other direction. Alrighty.
That was my entire turn, so.
Now Leviathan's big boy spell. As it's... you can see why the fucking planner crack happened now, can't you?
Yeah! It's just these assholes playing Uno, and then fucking Bayless got mad because he got shoved on like 10 plus 4s on him.
He's like, what is this? A +4 blue card? You asshole!
Alrighty. And yes, Betalus and Leviathan saves are both 24, so...
Of course they are.
Oh no.
Is he doing a
nuking
second
us now?
apocalypse?
He's doing Tidal Wave, which turns into a whirlpool after.
Please. Stop.
Don't worry. It'll be concentrated on the... He's mindful of the people behind him, unlike these
I'm glad he's not an asshole. Jesus.
How high is he making this fucking tidal wave to hit Boreas?
250 feet.
Jesus. Are you serious?
100%. That's the initial bludgeoning damage. And that would be the acid damage followed up by a fucking whirlpool being created, mixing and mashing against the volcano. So even Betalus gets fucking knocked around a little bit by this. But Boreas is not looking too happy about that. He definitely seems as badly hurt as Leviathan. And then Bradimir.
Fuck. I pick up my little fly figurine. Rip.
I've landed back in your hand, just like. Boop.
Alright. You lot, do you want to teleport out of here or over to where that stuff's happening? Over by
Go
here.
to them.
Over to them. I need to help my son.
Come with me if you want to live. I guess I'll use my 7th level spell to go about 80 feet.
And that's what you think.
I mean,
what I
you're
think.
saving everybody a lot of action economy.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pop us like over here, in the
Like,
water, where we
yeah,
have
it's not
fire
bad.
resistance.
I'm talking about his 90% failure rate.
Well, he
Well,
can
that-
see the destination.
Yeah, no, if you can see the destination, it's an automatic success.
Okay.
Alright, so for that, easy enough. Over to here, you say? Or where?
More in the water. All of us in the water. Fire resistance. Water.
Water. Water.
Water.
Water.
Okay.
Imagine them jumping in the water and the water's just boiling.
Lobsters.
Well, if you're probably around this section, it's boiling.
I think it's uncomfortably warm, but
Over there, it's still cool. It's still cool.
it's getting there. Alright. And my bonus action, I'll shout out over to Iron's Red. Kicky ass! For
Get it?
inspiration.
Okay.
And then I will submerge myself under the water.
Alright,
More
sure.
fire, please.
Just volcanic rock.
Fucking hurts.
The orange doodle.
You say you extended kindness to me, yet you only used me as a tool for your own selfish deeds. Let me show you the same kindness, and I run and fucking jump right over.
Uh-oh.
Drown, drown, drown. Da, 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 da.
Oh god. The 26 and 29 will hit him.
And with the third one, it's trying to slam him straight down into the water.
Oh god.
Oh, you know what? You know what? The 22/1d12. Yeah, how's that?
That would definitely.
I'm inclined to ask, how big is the anti-magic field?
Oh no.
I thought it was only a burst. I think it's off right now.
Yeah,
Pretty
actually,
sure it's only a burst.
it is a burst.
Ah, okay.
It's very temporary.
Yeah. It creates the area, but that area is now behind Iron Shred.
It's okay.
Ah,
'cause,
okay. I thought it was
will
like
action-
centered on C12.
No.
I will action surge.
Good.
Alrighty.
Yes. On top of that, I think I would like to second wind, so I'm gonna do that. That's wow. Ew. Okay, I'll take it. I will remove this. And let's continue. I know you're an excellent fighter, but let's see how you do. Order.
Oh god. So, 27 will hit, but the 23 and the other 23, unfortunately.
That's fine. I'm angry.
So fucking mad.
So angry.
Alright.
That's like pummel the shit out of him.
Oh, that, and then hit save. Miraculously, on his worst stat, he fucking got a 24. So,
Worst stat, 24.
yeah, strength, baby. You rolled a 19.
Yeah, but still, saying his worst stat is +5, that's oof.
No, he rolled a 24 on the save.
Yeah. Just means you got that proficiency, baby.
Cheeto!
Alrighty. So with that, Varric's got a legendary action. And he's gonna cast a spell.
No!
No.
Counterspell!
Oh.
I'll do it at 8th level. Screw you.
Yeah, get fucked on.
Anti-fun right now.
So especially battered Brooke, you see him raise a hand. Miller, you recognize this as heat metal.
Yeah.
And Branimir managed to snuff it out before the spell could take hold on Ironstride.
I mean, would that hurt Ironstride if it's made of metal?
I mean, it hurt like a motherfucker because I can't do anything about it.
Can't take it off.
Just deconstruct yourself.
Sounds cool. Just dunk yourself in the water.
Just build a wall.
At this point, even though very bloody and everything, as Varric can tell, he's pretty much about to die at this point. It's a pity brothers always have to fight, don't they? Misky?
The hell is that meant to mean?
5. 50.
Wait, can we insight check?
20.
Go ahead, roll me in.
25.
I'm bad at it. There's a chance.
I'll roll inside as well, fuck it.
Fight me. Oh no, the bird rolled poorly.
That's okay. I don't believe a word he says.
That's fine.
Dude, Varric's my brother? Oh god.
Oh, God.
Yo, my brother.
My brother.
Like, I don't want nothing to do with that.
No,
if it's
he's
my
my
brother.
brother.
All of our brothers.
He's everyone's brother.
My brother from another bird mother.
Your turn, Misky.
I'm gonna bonus action second. Oh, please be good. Please, please. That'll do.
Alrighty.
And
And?
I'm gonna look at Ironstride and wait.
Gonna look at
Advantage
Ironstride
because
and what?
weird fucking Durgan's there. No?
I'd say that's up to Josh.
Josh?
Is it a threatening, hostile thing?
Yeah, it's a threatening thing. He doesn't know. He thinks you summoned an actual dragon.
Well, yeah, unless he makes a check on it, he does just think it's a dragon.
Yeah, so it is threatening.
My question was, do I get advantage? But I'm gonna
Yes,
keep
you
it on
have
normal.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Thank you. I will hit him a lot, but non-lethally. I mean, as non-lethal as I can. Cold, 5 damage, lol.
Alrighty. Oh,
Oof.
Oh no.
those all hit.
It's a critical hit.
No, he fucking dies.
Hey.
I think you're missing a damage roll there. He said they all
Yeah,
hit.
they all hit.
Wait, they all hit?
Yeah.
24
I didn't think the
hits.
24 hit.
No,
Oh.
24's on the money. Alright. So with that,
That's 50 damage, holy shit.
how do you knock him out?
Yeah.
With the 3 hits, she'll flatter the axe onto one side, flatten the other, and then the last one, crunch on his head.
Already. Especially after all these moments and then saying something that Ironstride definitely doesn't believe. But everyone else doesn't seem to believe it either, as he said it, and probably, yeah, you assume probably heat of the moment to throw you off. Crunch across his head. You finally see his eyes kind of roll back. The sword drops into the water. Foot starts sinking in the water as he's now completely out.
Cool. Can I make sure I keep his head above water so, you know, he don't drown? Lol.
Yeah, so you just kind of catch his head so he doesn't like submerge immediately.
Yeah!
Alright.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. So, Adel will right himself. And he just kind of looks at, I don't know about the rest of you, but we need to get away from this!
Kinda want Leviathan to live though. Should we help him? And Batalus, I guess.
This is their battle.
We could try
We
to
have
help him if you're crazy! That's a volcano!
They're fighting over the arm. That is very important.
We can pick it up
It has not been
after!
melted.
All right.
Ow! The one where we picked it up is currently being fought.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know! I can't do anything here!
No, I agree
Stop
with
being a
Adel.
little
I choose
bitch.
life.
Stop being a little bitch. Just got knocked out by a volcano.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'd like to mention something. How did we all get here? I assume we took a skiff.
Yep.
We might as well mark one skiff off because
Dude,
it definitely died to that volcano.
Yeah.
For sure.
That skiff is fucked.
For sure.
That skiff was incinerated.
Yeah, I felt like I should mention that.
Alright, so Felix out, Boreas! Time to add to the elemental chaos!
If he has a
Don't do
10th
it.
level spell, oh, he's gonna whip out a 10th level spell, isn't he?
He's gonna cast his own lightning storm.
No.
I regret being in the water.
Everything in 120 feet radius.
Is this my deck saves?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Thankfully,
Thank God.
For
this
the purpose of these lightning bolts, are they striking people individually?
for this, it is.
Oh, cool. I add a +5 to my own. Okay, so that's 16. That's a 16. That's a 16. But there's a +5, so it's 21, and then I have like another +5 from Vela.
Nice!
I mean, you also have advantage from that.
Oh, cool. I'll do it again.
The DC's 24, ain't it?
The
24.
DC is 20. But
I
it's
made it then.
24 lightning, but you can tell this might be a little more rapid.
Okay.
Question, Josh, you were highlighting that line. I don't have to roll because I can't make... No?
Yeah,
What?
but you're next to Valis. +5.
Yeah.
You're not 120 feet away from him. You're past that.
Okay,
Wait, what?
just confirming.
120 feet from him
Yeah.
is us.
Oh,
It stops
that's
like
outside
right.
of it.
It stops right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm so lucky.
Cool.
And I won't hit Varric because he's out, right?
Oh no, it still strikes him.
Oh, of course it does. Do I get like any reverb
Beta
because I'm
striking.
touching him?
Fucking Boreas striking indiscriminately.
So, he's still stable, but obviously that's 2 failed deaths. Or no, that's 1, correction. 1 failed death save, technically. And then over to Vel.
I'm gonna turn around and look at Brad. Well, we need to go back to town and kill that Jinn. Now. Can I pass my turn?
Valus he had no time to actually tell the Jinn that we were attacking him.
As far as we know.
Hopefully. Maybe the Jinn is watching or something.
Maybe he had to
I'll use
stop
my
the
turn
Jinn.
to heal myself.
Let's...
Give the Jinn a bit of a, hey, don't do this.
Or maybe the Jinn was already attacking and he didn't give a shit.
We should go check on the town right now.
Well, it's a good thing that we only knocked Varric out. Brad here can just lie to the Jinn and say that we're bringing him back to rescue him. And blame everything on those guys.
Also, Millie, make another deck save, as I forgot the initiative 20 elements of chaos going on.
Oh yeah, the volcano does stuff.
Volcano and the storm.
Oh,
course
so
they
are we all making more deck saves?
No. Actually, let me double check the range of the volcano, but that's for the storm. Millie, you pass the flying colors.
Ah, so the storm again.
So do I take like half?
Yes, you would only take half.
Okay. For the last one as well, those 60 10s and the D8s?
Correct. So the 24 and the 25 is both lightning.
Okay. I just need to make sure.
Which...
Fire resistance. No, fire immunity, force resistance.
And then...
all this damage.
Totally
And I'm just
fine.
like, I'm fine.
So hang on, which of these, the 24 or the 25, which is what the fuck are they?
Those are lightning damage.
Okay.
Take
Yeah, you're fine, but my face is melting like Raiders of the Lost
24
Ark.
damage.
Yes, you can, Misky, and everyone within the 120-foot mark are actually double checking your range. No, that was the storm. This is the volcano. Fuck me. Okay. So, thankfully, it's a safer break, but this is going to be bludgeoning as the volcano erupts. So,
Oh.
Are we all saving again?
another dexterity saving throw, yes,
Oh my
please.
god.
Another 21. It's all I can roll.
30.
I don't know, is this still magical? Because it's technically
Uh,
a whole thing right now.
For
You said it was-
well, for this point, the initial point was magical. This point is now just physical bludgeoning, as it spewing molten rocks.
Oh,
I think it's
nice.
still me rolling a 30.
Yeah,
I'm
he
going to
literally
use my
created
ring
a
of
volcano.
evasion to succeed.
Alrighty. So
This. Reasonable.
would be for those who failed 42 bludgeoning, others who managed to make the unfortunate 24, which Radimir, I believe you should have probably more.
+5
Yeah. So
from Velas, so I'm alright.
yeah, only half. Rildove.
Oh wait, what was that for?
The
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I just made
Varric
my
dead?
cons.
Oh shit, I'm assuming that was
I think
Bad roll.
he healed enough to still be alright from that healing potion.
I think I took 20. Wait, was that the bludgeoning damage? The 10d8?
Bludgeoning.
The 10d8, yes, that was the bludgeoning.
I took 21 damage.
And then Bratamir's died. He's not having a good time today.
You
Alright,
mean-
he actually made the 24 save.
That's right, you are my brother.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Ah,
Nope, no better. I'm
Oh.
just fucked.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Sorry, what type of damage was the 42? It's bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning, yes.
Why isn't that?
Alright, and just die? No, because those are just 2 automatic failures, not 3, because it's an AoE. It's not a targeted coup de grace.
Okay, I thought it was like a rock landing almost.
And then just to fucking kick it all off, Betalus will add on his own fire breath.
Stop!
stop! He's
Initiative.
already dead.
God's sake.
I assume the primordials can't die, but Boreas is probably having the shittiest day of his life.
Yeah. Him and Leviathan.
He's getting double teamed in the ring.
Well, Betalus does breathe on both of them.
Oh my god, Beetle you cunt.
Oh shit!
He's very, very mangry.
Calm the fuck down, Jesus Christ.
You made me use up my vintage collector edition human souls.
Hey, you didn't have to do that. He's just a bastard.
And then Rodov, who's finally regenerating some more, thank God, but still up and down, up and down. She'll get close and like do the fucking daisy chain effect of getting ready.
Good, good.
Another in. This area is turning into another fucking planar crack.
Just to be sure, Brad, are you able to cast teleport at all?
If I really have to, but I'd rather not.
I'm just asking because it's you or me really, and I wanted to know if
I would have to use the limited charges on my Rod of Exaltation.
I don't exactly want to just leave them to it, but the range.
The hell are you going to do, Milrin?
I don't know.
Just let them fight it out,
No,
and we'll
let them fight.
kick the ass of whichever one is left remaining, I guess.
You wish to stay here when they keep on doing this?
Well, see, I can shield us from this.
And then what?
I don't know, throw fireballs or something.
Seems very counterproductive. Come
I'm
on,
sure
my face
that's
is
gonna
literally
totally
melting.
hurt Betalist.
How many people do we have? 2.
Just enough. The correct amount. Let's go.
Just enough.
Thank God all those guards died. That would have been awkward.
Hey,
See you guys.
it's kind of rude.
Hey, I'm not wrong.
How the
How far
queen
can you go?
dies immediately.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Alright.
Well, we didn't know this was gonna happen.
I don't think anyone is expecting this to fucking happen.
No.
No.
I kind of was.
You invited some dragon asshole to the party, and it all went to shit.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Betalus is immune to fire, so I'm gonna shoot right through him. My illusory dragon will cast fire breath at Boreas.
Oh,
But isn't it like psychic damage, not fire?
No, it's fire.
Oh.
I get to choose the damage type between acid, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, or poison.
Ah.
alrighty, that's definitely hitting.
And then my illusory dragon will disappear as I run over to here, so I'm in the middle of everyone. And
Hi,
I'm ready
Telrath.
teleport for when Telrath gets in range.
Oh.
Go, Telrath, quick, get over here!
I grab Varric, and I wait for Tilrath.
Alrighty. Tarath.
Oh,
Alright, I kick in the nitrous and I do a 3-point turn and touch the top of Millie's head as I fly overhead.
Alright, destination is the Erebus, because I stole part of the tree from it as well.
Alright.
Good idea.
Alrighty, so you GTFO and pace the fuck out of there as they finish their fucking bout.
They're wrestling in the literal ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns.
I'll also just send another telepathic message.
Hey, bae, sorry I acted out of line. Want to get coffee later.
Love you, Millirin. Don't be a cuck.
Can you fax Vadelus just a picture of a middle finger?
Nah, send him a tip pic. Probably needs it.
Fabricate a statue in the fucking fashion of rubies as a giant middle finger and then send it to him.
I run to the window. Where is
Think-
the ship currently?
Currently not far from the Isle. Obviously took the skiff down to land on it, but obviously you guys can get to safety. But you can easily make your way back to Nutchester very quickly.
I'm gonna do some healing.
Let's do it. Are you okay?
Nothing I wasn't. Well, that would be a lie. I didn't expect to be through so much so early, but I will be sure to be more ready next time, my queen.
I didn't expect them to do that, or for that to happen at all. So, don't stress. I'm just sorry that we lost so many people so quickly.
It was an unexpected dragon attack. There's not
Yeah.
much to prepare there.
Sad.
Cut.
How's that fight gonna end?
It was that Varric asshole.
You
Get
there?
over here.
He is slumped
There he is.
against the table, out like a light.
You have
Two
to ask
fails.
your daddy a question.
Oh, I gagged the fuck out.
Sword. Steal the sword. Steal the sword.
There's
No, I got better. Take everything off him.
There's
I want
one
his shit.
very sad thing to say that no one said they were grabbing when I said he dropped it in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's fine.
still there. I can just go grab it.
It's
I'm
true.
sure we can find it later.
Hopefully,
Sure,
buried
maybe.
somewhere
Ah,
under
maybe
volcanic
rainbow
ash.
Buried under
Where is
obsidian,
my
yeah.
second one?
It's fine, just learn locate object.
Yeah, just locate
Missing.
object and
Okay.
fucking reshape the island after it makes a new one. Fuck.
Yeah, there's now a volcano next to that little island.
I mean, I literally didn't even hear you mention it, which is sad because I probably could have just dashed underwater and grabbed it because you probably didn't have a chance to go that far.
No.
I
Unfortunately.
mean, I think we were standing in shallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, no, that just makes me sad because that would have been really easy to get.
The saddest day.
How long is it going to take us to fly back to Nutchester?
No less than an hour. This island.
Perfect short rest time.
Yeah, this island was not very far, but it is fairly distanced from the Coral
Well,
Kingdom.
that means we can get a short rest on the way.
It's true. It's true.
In the meantime, Father, Eric said something strange before we incapacitated him.
I'm sure he was saying a whole bunch of things at the end there. Are you alright? And you can see, like, there's all these different welts and burn marks in his armor and his plating.
I am fine. You should care for your own injury. Beric said it is a shame that brothers must always fight, or something along those lines. Does that mean anything to you?
I mean, probably brothers in arms.
Father,
Roll
are
an-
you not telling me things?
Roll an insight. As you can tell, roll an advantage, because you can tell he's a little distressed at the moment.
Yeah, nah. Dad wouldn't lie to me.
You
He's your father.
Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, you can tell he's just distraught after seeing primordial gods clash and then almost dying himself, and then everyone else getting so heavily injured.
We will speak of this later then.
I guess so.
If there are things that I need to know that might help us survive, because you didn't tell us, you, Mother, or myself, or any of my friends could be put at risk. And I will not have that.
I'm sorry.
It took me a lifetime and more to get you all back. I will not have that undermined because you wish to keep secret. You should tend to your wounds. I need to fly the ship. I'm just gonna walk away from him.
Everyone just, after saying that, you can see he's actually just hangs kind of head, hanging his head a little dejected, but obviously deep in thought now.
Good, you think on that, you prick, before you lie to me again. Asshole.
So, what gear has Beric got on him?
And the goblins up here.
What is he got?
No, fuck you in your moment. Nah, I stripped him down to his shorts, man. Fuck him. I don't trust this son of a bitch.
So, you would find 2 venomous daggers, a +3 leather armor set, a clockwork amulet.
Clockwork amulet.
You know what? He displayed a casting ability. I'm gonna take out one of my steel ingots and fabricate it around his hand.
Very nice. Also an amulet of health as well. And then,
He's wearing 2 amulets? What a baller.
hell yeah.
Got that bling, dude.
And also an assortment of various rings clearly collected from other people and sources. Some insignias or signet rings of various captains or leaders of various nations. On his personage as well as inside of his pouch, he's carrying 4 supreme healing potions, a potion of gaseous form, as well as 2 sending stones. They are not paired. They are 2 different sending stones.
Ah.
Are they like ours?
New phone.
For yours, no, they're not like yours. The one is, well, actually, the best way to describe it is more archaic in design, and then the other one is more recent.
Brad, do you think you can do a good Vidric voice if someone gives him a call?
I can certainly try. I think I'm more practiced in that than any of you, so... What, do you want me to hold on to them for now?
Well, if this Jen calls and asks what's up and doesn't get a response, something bad will happen.
Alright.
The ultimate plan has begun.
Oh, stay, you fluffy.
Alright. So, as this all goes on, around... Oh god. Well,
Jesus.
sounds like
He's
the,
like
the
casually
jingle
playing with Cole.
cat tags.
She's gambling.
So fair.
But, obviously, everyone will have time to recoup and get a short rest. Let me actually double check real quick how long we're there.
I send Rexiel away from the hill.
Alrighty, so, Varric starts to stir at the end of the hour as you arrive at Nutchester. Or actually, I'll go down.
Oh, man.
That was really scary. I hope all you are right. You can
Everything will be fine.
Alright. Need to tell me everything later.
Will do, Rexiel.
I'm just sitting across from Virak pointing a gun at him.
That reminds me. You actually do find Varric's +3 6-shooter.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck that gun up.
Yeah, that goes straight to the bud.
Yes.
Gun.
I love Virak's loot.
I almost forgot to mention that. It has poisoned bullets.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
What the fuck?
Is this Kaldir's alternate life?
Probably.
That's the gunsling.
But they are hollow point with poisonous tips that shatter out freely once they hit a target.
Is he carrying any spare ammo, or is this guy just like free fanning it?
For that, he's currently carrying 18 shots.
Yeah, just keep doing
The
that.
6 are
Jeez.
loaded.
Well, I'll take all of it. Hollow point fucking poison rounds. I'll point his own gun at him, you know? For a fact.
But he'll eventually come to as he kind of sees you. Look who finally got the upper hand.
Well, it was mostly an accident, but it seemed to have worked really well.
On a brief side note, as you do kind of watch him and be sure to check him, you could see that even though the blood is covering him and covered most of the markings on his body, and I imagine especially Miller's cuffs, you still have him bound in some fashion. Or, well, not the cuffs, but like the full hand locks. You would see that his wounds have completely healed over.
one sec. Let me just zap down the zone of truth.
Oh,
You probably should have done that before he woke up.
I would say you slapped it down as he was coming to.
Yeah, because I have no idea when he's gonna wake up.
Yeah. But
Because Ziggity's
you-
zone of truth.
you would know
I
he
can toss
he
this
definitely
about
failed as he was
12
coming to.
times.
Oh.
So he just kind of looks at you, Tara, the gun. I see you're a connoisseur of effective weapons.
Yeah, I'll give black powder a second try. I've been using the magical pistols lately. Seem to work a lot better for me.
Saves on magical costs. Not a lot of people wish to get the supplies.
Well, yeah, and going underwater a lot, you know.
Sorry to interrupt your gun chat. But I've got some questions. How do you contact the gin?
He kind of looks around for where his bag is and will do a little motion with his locked up iron hands.
Did you already order them to attack?
I have not. You kind of took me by surprise, I must say. Was not expecting a anti-magic field to still function.
So you see how there's cuffs on your hand?
I can see how my hands are now iron-plated.
What do you think about your chances of escaping at the moment?
Pretty impossible.
Don't have any magical spells that could help you out of here? Any boons?
If I could wiggle my fingers, yes.
Sounds good to me. Anyway, get back to talking about guns.
So anyways, is that narrow-minded genocide plan really all you had up your sleeve?
I won't deny desire of power is always a tempting one, but after living for a long, long time, life kind of gets a little boring.
Yeah, I figured as much. How many of the rest of the parts of the machine do you have?
3.
Could you name them for me?
The heart, the chest, and the left leg.
No, the legs are separate. I always figured they'd come together.
Sadly, their design is a little more thorough in disassembly.
Where are they located?
With the Jotun.
Where is the Jotun? And also, what is a Jotun?
Yod.
Jot?
Yod. Sorry.
The Jotun. Well, he resides within his sky castle. He's flown it from the Titan city that is now frozen over.
So, all the parts you just mentioned are just in his sky castle?
Currently, yes. He has
Do the
them.
giants act? Sorry.
He has them locked and under watch, chained to the bottom of the castle.
Do you honestly think the giants are going to let you reassemble a weapon that can kill them?
Yes, because these are the ones who want to depose the one who keeps Amon's power in check until the sun arrives. They want to use it.
Okay. Assuming I was you and I needed to power up the machine, where were your likely candidates to activate it?
I could seek out another family member, or maybe even someone with an equal regiment still lost in the Gagaron fronts. Even at the bottom of the ocean, possibly. Though that would be more difficult.
Alright. Trying to think of more questions to ask him.
On that topic, real quick, while Einstride's not here. You called him your brother, or hailed your brother? Care to elaborate?
I called Ernstride my brother.
Is he your brother?
So I've been told.
Is Adel still watching this?
Adel is currently not there. He's actually... he would actually be back here getting fixed up.
Okay.
Could you not sense Daedalus was there?
Not in the slightest.
I can't believe you didn't notice him, Valus. He was standing right next to you.
Well, I felt a bit of heat, but I'm used to it.
Of course, you know, because volcano-like heat often emanates from the sun.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Look, I assumed something was there, but I don't know how our relationship with Daedalus works. I've never spoken to him. All I know is that he follows us around for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so how are you planning to remove the plane of the throne of Amon? Were you going to just simply use magic to shift it, or were you going to enact some kind of bigger ritual?
I knew a few Warforged who've mastered a great deal of arcane. A lot of scholars have. They're pretty capable of hiding themselves as well. I decided that they would be the most trustworthy to carry it through to Pandemonium and not only banish it, but imprison it before banishment. So even if somebody did find it, they would need to find a way to break the spell.
So you're saying they're going to suicide themselves into Pandemonium just to seal it even better?
Yes.
Wow.
Many of those Titan sons, they live hundreds of years. Many of them were on the war fronts. The Warforged then still know of their existence. Want to make sure those monsters as bad as I don't ever have a chance to do so again.
Yeah. I mean, that is the sad part of all of this. I kind of agree with a lot of what you say. I just don't really think that using a giant machine to enforce genocide is a good idea. Anyways, out of curiosity, since I assume you know a lot more about primordials than I do, can any of them actually die in that fight?
Unlikely. They would probably be returned to planar existence. Though they could always be called forth again by their followers. Though that would still take an immense amount of power.
Is
So
there
if
any
it's-
way for them to come back without being called?
From my understanding, Bayless is the greatest threat in that point. He is one of the more masterful wizards in his time of study in this realm.
Do you know how to kill one permanently?
I would imagine, much like a devil, and if you were to be so ballsy enough to go to the very realm that they reside in, up to the elemental throne, through the primordials that surround it, and all who worship it like it was gold dipped in honey, then maybe kill them in their, well, physical realms, if you feel cocky enough.
That is a degree of ballsiness I believe I am not.
I would imagine that some are a lot easier. Bayless is being, well, near the city of Brass, and having a great deal of respect from many a Freedy. I doubt that.
That egotistical cunt has respect.
You don't be as violent and flamboyant as him. Without garnering some respect or sight from smaller, smoldering flames. Of course, then again, the Freedy are nothing to scoff at themselves. Though the Fire Salamanders and others that I've heard about probably would follow him in spades.
Oh, good to know I've got the toughest one to deal with.
So it was you who invited the big fucking lizard of fuck-off death. Good job.
Yes. Not quite how I saw it going down, but was a little entertaining.
A little entertaining.
Last I heard about Bayless, when I was reading into many of them, I thought he was residing in one of the old kingdoms, well, gold architectural studies, and lounging in his personal made den.
Yeah, I mean, we met him by robbing him.
You robbed
Yeah,
Bayless.
stole it.
Yeah.
We stole a ring.
No wonder why he follows you.
God.
Anyways. So, I guess this is the harder part of this questioning. How hard do you think it would be to convince the giants that we're in on your plan to let us basically take custody of the parts?
That would be a stretch and a half, but I've managed to get this far, and they already know that I'm aiming to bring back one of the two keys to activate the heart.
So what you're saying is that the best course of action would be to show up with the rest of the parts, pretend that we're going to fix it, and we're with you, and then turn it on them and start slaughtering them.
Very much so.
Well, considering most of the parts are in the hands of some Jotun asshole, that might actually have to be our plan in the end.
He seemed pretty cocksure about deposing the current throne holder.
Did you have any codes for contacting him, or is it simply you just show up?
I use the more fancier sending stone.
Oh fuck, he died. Oh no.
No, no one answered me.
So, activating phone, ring, 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 Leviathan. But no, you would get a ping from Leviathan. He would tell you flat out, like, I've managed to escape the battle, though I'm gravely wounded.
Poor boy, he had to drag that fucking arm up there, and we have to ask him to drag the arm somewhere again.
I really thought he's gonna.
Let's do it, the asshole.
I mean, I'm gonna ask this because I know you don't have any better options considering how your patron was moving it. Do you know of any better way to move the parts?
Well, the Storm Giant party that was originally traveling with it, along with one of the Titan children. I could always tell them where it is and have them send another regiment of Storm Giants.
Now, while I would absolutely love to continue your great charade of giving the Giants a super weapon, it just isn't time yet. We need to get the... Because he said he had the leg, the chest, the heart, and that was it, right?
Mm-hmm. And with yours, the right arm.
Yeah, which definitely isn't a very complete fighting machine with no head and no other arm and no other leg.
Yeah. Kind of stuck in the middle of a fuck street and oh shit.
It can hop towards you and try to stab you.
It's true.
Try.
Without being able to see either. In your original plan, were you planning to control the machine yourself, or were you going to have whatever Warforged you had activated do it?
Well, if the Warforged was willing, I'd have them do it, but I'm more than happy to step in myself and control it. Though, that would be a pretty risky move, but sometimes necessitated to finish one's plan.
Why is it risky?
Well, kind of like slowly being destroyed from the inside out yourself because you magically bond with it.
Oh, so the pilot always dies.
Takes the same damage per se.
Oh. Okay, checking that off.
So, if it were ever to be heavily damaged, you will be heavily damaged yourself. Though you won't collapse, you'll be still feeling the activation of the body until it continues, and obviously it would be, if it ever did get beyond heavily damaged, possibly kill you. I mean, if it were someone stabbing you through the chest and leaving a cannonball-sized hole in the left side of your torso, and you disconnected, you probably would collapse from your organs falling out because that would replicate on your own.
What? Who the hell designs a giant war machine to replicate the pain it's inflicting on you?
You don't feel the pain, but you feel where the areas have been damaged. Also, a necessary insight to make sure that the body can react appropriately.
Oh, okay, I see. It's for feedback.
Yes. Especially during the time of war, unfortunately, that side effect wasn't acceptable oversight.
I mean, he's in a zone of truth, and we kind of share his goals, even if we aren't in favor of genocide. You know, he's probably trying to win us over, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already mentioned that his plan seemed the most logical.
Yeah, I mean, on a Venn diagram, we overlap pretty hard. We just kind of leave
Yeah.
out the genocide part.
A little bit.
Yeah, eliminate the throne. The end. Success.
But I mean, to be fair, I mean, he does have a pretty good point with the genocide. I mean, the giants are kind of colossal cunts.
Yeah, but without the chair, they're just colossal cunts with no power.
I mean, yeah, but right now they're still colossal cunts with no power. They just think power's coming. The giant car is set in neutral and is rolling down the hill towards apocalypse.
Such a good. Iron Stride's gonna sit on there like, I am God now. Turns all of them into Iron Giants.
Oh,
my
Lord.
god, it'd be good.
Actually, that's an excellent point to ask Virak. Can a human sit on the throne?
Theoretically, yes, but then the rules of the divine will start to apply to them.
So are you saying that sitting on the throne makes you a god?
From my understanding, it's a god's power. It's just being held on to for the appropriate prince, I guess, the best way to put it.
Why don't any of the other giants sit there then?
Because then Amon would forever spite them. They just follow the creed of what has been envisioned by their many, many seers.
So what you're saying is that theoretically, let's just say hypothetically, I manage to sneak into this area and I sit down on the throne. Do all the giants suddenly obey me? Because I don't give a shit what Amon thinks of me.
Yes, and though they would still have the right to contest you, though you would still have the ability to use that to power yourself during the bout.
Well, this really complicates things because then that means that we could fucking make the giants into decent people. Then why isn't this your plan? Couldn't you simply just redeem the giants and you need to try to genocide them?
Because I would like to sleep eternally eventually.
That is fair, yeah.
I have a lot of
I won't-
friends waiting for me on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, in the end, if they're going to hate on what you tell them to do, you're going to have to kill all of them as they all contest your ideas.
Correct. You could do that for as long as you like.
I'd probably get tired of that after, like, day 2.
But I've kept up quite the charade for many a year.
Well, in any case, where are you planning to get into the Giants' realm from? Is there like a particular like doorway, or is it just like you can open it anytime you want because you know how to do it?
Well, that's where I do need the body of the Great War Machine completed, the Titan Slayer. Because once I have the Seer's blessing upon the blade, I'd be able to split the planar crack where the realms are weakest and open the door.
Wait, those dumbasses are gonna give you the ability to open the door?
Yes.
Do they think you're doing something else? Like
Like I said, they were hoping that I would depose the throne holder.
can a giant operate Titan Slayer?
No, they would never fit.
Okay. I mean, however, the fact that a giant can't use it makes sense why they would be willing to work with Virak. That does give good credence to it. Like, hey, we can have Titan Slayer on our side because this fucking human is like, yo, fuck humanity, they're gay.
So I guess our plan is let Varric go and he helps us. Is that what we're saying?
I mean, yeah, honestly, I don't even really know why we captured Vuric. Like I said, on a Venn diagram, that's why the original plan was so good. It was just fucked up by the dragon. You think it was going to work perfectly.
Well, I
We were
mean,
just
this way
stepping
we've
from
gotten, this way we've gotten a hell of a lot more information out of him.
I've got one question.
Yes, my young
You
man.
said that. Hi, Vladimir. You said that when your physical body dies, that will not be the end of you. Explain that.
I've managed to find a way to be able to keep coming back or to regrow my body if need be.
It's kind of gross, but go on.
Well, after the years of study and Ado's research and assistance, I understood that he would hope that I would join the family and turn into a Warforged myself, seeing how I'm his child.
But, yep. Sorry.
Yep, go on.
Apparently.
You do realize that even though I look like a full elf, it kind of like points the ears to the side a little, like pushes it as best as he can with his iron hands.
Yeah.
You do realize I'm only half, right?
A half elf.
Wow, Ale, what a dog.
half elf, half
I
warforged.
suppose. But, well, guess we could ask the Kronsteins about this.
Vuric Kronstein.
Suppose that would be your last name?
Yes.
Aha. So, the way you come back to life is do you regrow out of the little parts of what's left of you?
Theoretically, yes, but thankfully I've never been disembodied that badly. I think there was one time, yes, though that was just a leg. And of course, that was when you realize how foolish it is to be playing around with some of the sea creatures.
That is an inside comment that I do not understand. Well, if you behave correctly, then we won't have to do that to you.
Fair enough. I look forward to at least working to a degree together with what remains of my previous crew. And new people as well.
Right. That is my question done. I'm done.
Well, regardless of everything, before we met, you understood what you said and what you stood for your goals. We devised a plan that was very much the same thing, off of what Adel told us. A lot of our ideas align in the end. Although we aren't as genocide happy as you, but, you know, everybody's different.
Understandable.
Even if your plan gets interrupted in the end, it's going to be the same outcome. We aim to stop it.
At least the important parts will be done. I've managed to stir enough people together for war. Even if it did take a while.
Couldn't the Giants win a war, like, by themselves without even using the machine?
If enough of them united again, especially the Titan Fathers.
Strange they would choose not to.
They are waiting for their prince. Why do you think I did not want to wait? Quickly moved for action.
Yeah. You said earlier that the birth of the next prince was a long way out, right?
Far as I know, it could be whenever. All I know is that many of their seers and soothsayers have always said that the next child of Amon will take the throne and return them to true glory and power, and their cities will be rebuilt.
So the inscription they have to put on the blade of the Titan Slayer, it's just like the one Ironstride had on his gauntlets, done by a fire giant, right? It's just some words of the giant language.
It would be inscribed by the Storm Giants. Something that allows you to access the most glorious section of the Giants' kingdoms. A place where Jotuns reside. Jotuns are the heroes of the old war, before the cities collapsed.
Oh, I see. It's Jotun with a J. I kept thinking it with a Y. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Trust me when I say the reason why I needed this weapon is to be able to raid. Even if I get to the throne room to oppose or even force about. They had promised to immediately intersect where they would, well, succeed them forcefully if need be, if things fell on the back foot. But the planar crack would be big enough to separate the planes enough with the ritual to be able to open a doorway big enough for the Titan Slayer to pass through.
And you specifically aren't killing the Giant's God because that isn't necessary, right?
He's unreachable.
No. Why was Adel's original plan then to kill the Giant God?
Because he did not know what I had found out over years of study and subterfuge.
That is fair enough. Guess I can just ask Adel myself too.
Not to mention this plan was concocted before the abandonment of them.
Are there any other giants dispatched by you to get the rest of the pieces, or were you waiting on the arm?
I was waiting on the arm, unfortunately, with the loss of a Titan son, though he be a lesser. It was still a heavy blow. They had decided to pull back a little bit to be more on guard. Once we get another piece, I feel they may loosen their grip on the leashes of the Titan children. They'll definitely be none of the All-Fathers, but at least the degenerates will be loose to be cut down a little bit more.
So what you're saying is that if they get any more progress, they're going to be extremely emboldened.
Yes. They were already emboldened at the prospect of when we received the heart, along with the chest. The leg was an even more enticing factor, as we are very close. Kind of being shot down, as they say, at the halfway mark might hamper things a little.
Do any of the primordials favor the giants?
Boreas has garnered immense favor amongst the Cloud and the Storm Giants. It has even been worshipped a little by a few secret sects.
Damn, I'm just getting all my random questions answered. I love 20 questions, old man.
Though at the same time, it's also why Boreas has garnered me as his champion, as I brought these people into the fray and, well, brought him his most powerful worshippers that have a hard time dying.
How does he feel about you planning to kill most of his worshippers?
No
Let's
worries
see.
at all, because it's not his worshippers, it's the worshippers of Amon. After that, he wouldn't be worried about it, because he knows that in a bargain I would at least erect enough temples for him. Not forcefully, but respectfully, amongst many of the human and elven cities, with the money I would have from their treasuries. And then allow myself to be finally sent off to my heaven.
How are you enticing the other kingdoms to war? Were you simply pointing them at the giants and screaming, no?
Well, see, this is why it was the biggest and hardest temptation of all. First, aside from gaining some of the trust, I had to use some of the lesser grunts to attack trade routes, show them that they're being bold again. Though many years of piracy has made that tactic very easily and stressing the kingdoms. You take one or two gold ships, or even a supply ship significant to a war front between each other, and everyone just starts going to shit.
Yeah, I guess that is true. We did steal one of the Mirage City's warships, and they weren't very happy about it.
Why do you think they started hiring pirates?
Because it's easier than dealing with pirates stealing their shit.
Exactly. And then the ones that get destroyed get to keep the other pirates' bounty anyway. It's a dog-eat-dog feeding chain.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Then they still are able to go into town and at least drink some of the finer booze, since it's Mirage City. I feel like we're more friendly here. I don't think these are really necessary, and he just kind of wobbles his hands.
I mean, I assume you're probably going to leave if we remove those.
Oh, then how else will we work together?
That is a fair point.
You had the chance to kill me, and clearly showed that you had the upper hand in this situation.
Well, to be fair, it was Misky that decided not to kill you. I would have slit your throat.
A wise captain.
But Misky seems to like to save people. She seems to attach some sentimental value to a lot of people's lives.
Well, I guess I knew there was a reason I chose you before. Apologies.
So I guess you call us, we call you. What's your next?
Well, I would imagine unless you have a sending stone, we should probably have one of those made.
Oh, about that. Should I keep these two? What are these for?
I would not speak into those if I were you.
We haven't thus far.
Well,
He said the
one
fancy
was for the giants.
The
Right.
fancy one was for the giants, and I assume the other one is for the Dijin.
Yes.
Yeah, can you tell that guy to leave? Kindly.
Happily.
Bliss.
Alright,
Give him his shit back.
I give him the sending stones.
I give him his clothing back.
I give him his gun back. I'm not gonna just steal from him. He doesn't like create a very good bond.
We may have left your sword.
Yes, and did
That's
Hey,
down
we
by
got
the island somewhere.
the magic I use to weave that binding, I can only do once a day.
Oh no. Can I break it?
Well, we could go
Can I
ask
break it?
Notlift to break it. Maybe he can do it.
I break it.
And also, yeah, your lightning wind boy, it might be a little fucked.
Yeah, Leviathan's not doing so good.
Fucking Beatles.
But he escaped, so hopefully yours did as well.
I would imagine he would.
Vyrek, I have one more question for you.
Yes.
What are the names of those seated on the Taldori Council?
Oh shit.
What?
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry, but my history is not that great.
Hillary Clinton,
It is fine,
Barack
oh, man.
Obama, Saddam Hussein,
Oof.
Never mind then, it is fine.
and Adolf Hitler.
Oh, I put my hand on his shoulder. Well, you're a son of a bitch, but thanks for not killing everyone.
I am a man of honor. When I want to be.
Alice, by the way.
Vyrek. We'll leave the last name out for now.
Yeah. From the sound of Ironstride's yelling, he probably halfway believes you. His father is a very good liar.
He never really was. Oh, and by the way, the Jotun currently residing within the castle is Gotcha.
What did he say? Oh, okay, no, that's his name. Okay.
I thought he said gotcha. I'm like, hang on a sec, what? Cheeky shit.
Gotcha! And he like teleports away.
Hey,
Got him.
Gotcha! Motherfucker!
Sorry, my bitch.
I mean, I don't even know actually why I'd be all that angry. We're basically just gonna let him go at this point.
I mean, maybe the Jinn can free his hands. Wait, not left.
Not love. I put a guy's hands in metal, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
So, quick question, Rosie. How much metal did you put around this guy's hands? Like, how thick was it?
It wasn't that thick. I only used like one ingot.
That's
The main
still a
point
lot.
was just to bind his.
All right. So, yeah, you can call for Notlift if you want here. But obviously, he asks for, could somebody hold up the stone for me?
Whiskey could probably just rip that metal off. We'll
I'll
fix your
hold up
fingers.
the sending stone for the gin. Is that what he's asking for?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to hear what he says, so I'll hold it up.
Alrighty. Zafira. We've got what we wanted, and we have gained a few friends to work with us. You can head back to Lord Boreas now. So, you will actually hear from the other side, Valis. That's great! I look forward to completing this soon. My women are getting lonely back home.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, he a player.
I'll slide it into like Vyrek's shirt pocket or something.
Yeah, the coat that's just like hanging over in the coat pocket.
Yeah.
He 100% sounds like one of the Wind Lords from WoW.
I love that.
I like you! So. Also, Notlift's still alive. I thought,
He lasted much longer than Felton.
I thought when you mutinied him, you would have killed him.
I thought the harpy would have killed him.
You won't have to tell me what this harpy did.
It was the best day that ever happened. I'm gonna sit there while Notliff removes his thing off his hands and recount the exciting adventures of Notliff and a harpy.
Yeah, I'll go get Notliff.
Yes, he'll bring a chisel and a hammer and do it over the course of like 3 hours.
Yeah, by the way, Varric, if you don't find your sword, I'm gonna go get it myself.
I can ask the fear to get it for me. He's
Yeah,
a
I figured.
Jinn, after all. That would be easy enough.
Yeah, he can literally just like turn the metal into something else, I guess.
That's assuming he hasn't been doing work all day.
Yeah, I mean,
AKA
Yeah, that's
repairing
about
the
it.
fucking huge damage to the ship from the Titan body.
we've had contractors working on that shit constantly. How is it not fixed?
There's engine pieces.
Is there?
We have 2 people that can literally just make shit out of thin air.
Yeah, and one's been busy making statues.
I guess that is true.
I
Yeah.
made like 2.
Yeah,
And
he's
the
still
house.
Yeah, the house too.
Alright, that took a couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been in town for like 2 weeks,
A week.
at least.
We've been here for a week.
No, we've been here for like 2 weeks.
Well,
Yeah, no, we've
weeks,
been here
yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks after the wedding, yeah.
Because when we got here, we waited a week before the wedding.
Correct.
And then we waited another week before we contacted Varric
But yes,
for the boat to be fixed.
that's not enough has his own plans. He's building shit.
Yeah,
But-
anyways, can we wrap it up? I'm
Yeah,
hitting the
this is a
wall.
good spot to leave off on.
Alright.
As Varric finally gets his hands free. And the only thing he'll ask is into his sending stone, which obviously Valis and Telrath will be able to hear this clear as day. Like, Zephyr, I wish my sword was back in my holster. Which you would see it.
Oh.
Damn, I really would have had to kill you to keep that thing.
So, with that, it's a good spot to leave all for. Let me get experience.
Yes.
Hey.
How much XP do we get for surviving the apocalypse?
Relationship.
I can only imagine how fucking hardcore Iron Stride's torn up inside right now.
About everything.
Well, you shouldn't have went up in prison.
No. I feel like what I said to Dad, and then leaving him to think on that while I leave was a fucking good option.
How does it feel though that the captain was your brother and looking after you the whole time?
Pretty bad considering I just beat the shit out of him.
Kind of deserved it.
To be fair, he did make me do some very questionable shit.
But all for father's plan.
All for father's plan, and now
Oh
I
my god.
anything to do with the genocide.
Well, you know what,
Hey.
Bayless? You don't even have to make a nice dinner because I gave them one of our
Yeah, I
tables.
know,
You can go.
but
you
I
can
need
go.
to be nice.
Yeah.
I've been fucking getting it to run around all fucking week. Hey, go to the Coral Palace. Hey, come back. Hey, go to the Coral Palace.
It's safe to go back. I love you, baby. Please don't leave me.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I swore this is over. They just kind of fucking showed up at the doorstep, and I couldn't turn them away because they're friends, and they got you back. I'm like, oh.
It's just like in Rick and Morty. It's like, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
Fuck.
Yeah. I hate you.
215085.
2,
No.
1, 5.
No, I have more XP than that.
Right.
095.
Okay, no, 2 1.
Oh wow, I was 10 off.
Yeah.
How dare?
I'm saying
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Also, congratulations on causing the apocalypse and surviving it. Well, not
Like-
all you guys, but
That
Miller.
fucking volcano.
My face was melting. I saw. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be ready for whatever happens.
I
And then
mean, they survived it. I might not.
Yeah, no, Millie's fucked.
Yeah, and I'll
Dress
just
up
start
in your
rolling
clothes.
up a new character.
At this
Oh,
point, yeah, you know,
gonna
like
eat you.
the
He's
last,
gonna eat you.
the fucking last thing he said to you before summoning the fucking volcano of like, you better fucking think of a good way for resolving this in praise.
Yeah, bend over.
Oh no.
That's not good enough.
No,
Uh,
fucking volcano dragon.
Bring many of your Sims and make them also bend over. I don't know.
And polymorph them all into
Millie orgy.
big dragons.
Brings his own
Did you-
dragon harem.
From all of them.
Give them a harem. Help cheer them up.
I mean, he'll probably fucking be like, why doesn't my harem have souls? I wish to devour their souls.
Yeah.
Babes.
This harem sucks. I'm going home.
Great session.
And more surprises for everybody.
Oh,
That was great. I fucking loved that. Fucking